Press the go live button.
We live. What's going
See, I
on,
told you my shit be
y'all?
wacky, bro. But we live. What's good? What's good? Yeah, I mean, we here. Me and the Brody, Kev, Knicks and Ish. You already know the vibes. Yeah, I mean, if you in the building, press share for your boy. Yeah, I mean, bear with me because you know I got to get my share on, as you can see.
Been
Yeah, I mean, we gonna skip
it's been
the music, like I normally do.
it's been a real interesting day today, man.
That's a whole fact, bro. It's been
A
a
real
real
interesting day.
interesting day, I think it's only gonna get more. I think it's only gonna get more interesting, bro. I'll be perfectly honest.
Yeah, yeah.
What the hell? How's everything acting up? I mean, if you in the building,
I
press share
agree,
for your
bro.
boys.
Cause
You know what I mean? Throw some comments in here. Let us know you in the building.
way too many. Huh?
Yeah, go ahead, Kev. I
I
said, go
said
ahead,
it's
Kev.
just way too many rumors going on. To be honest with you,
That's
it's hard to believe these rumors, bro.
that's a
Uh,
fact. Cause I said it before, bro. Like a lot of these people who be on these networks and shit have no clue what the fuck they be talking about.
and
None.
like it goes back to last year, bro. And even the year before that when like I think like when we even traded for Derrick Rose, nobody knew we was gonna trade for Derrick Rose. You know,
Facts.
that was just a surprise, you know? Then all of a sudden last year, boom, we traded for Cam Reddish. Nobody knew that. They came out of nowhere and made that trade. So that's why like I really don't believe, a lot of what these people are saying, man. And you're not hearing nothing much from Woj or Sham or none of that. So I don't know, man. I really think that this front office is different, bro. They move in silence, bro.
That's a
You
fact.
know, and a lot of Knicks fans need to realize that they just trying to rev y'all up for clicks.
Fact.
Word.
Super facts, bro. That's super facts. Yeah, I mean the Knicks name at this point is super clickbaity. You feel me? Like you say anything about the Knicks, good or bad, there's clicks that's coming along with that. You heard? Like there's definitely going to be clicks that's coming along with that because the New York Knicks fan base is just so strong, and the New York Knicks haters are even or just as strong. You feel me? So, and that's what this is all about. And these rumors today. So the rumor that we're talking about, for those who may not know what we're talking about, if you have been hiding under a rock, if you're a Knicks fan, you feel me? Shout out to Stephen Kennedy and Sean in the building. You feel me?
Word. Shout out to
On
y'all. What up, Dinez?
Stephen Kennedy
On the YouTube.
facts. That's how you pronounce it. That's how you pronounce it. I just been calling him Stocks all this time because my semi-illiterate ass be like, I don't know how to fucking say that. I'm not gonna say it. You feel me? So Dinez, my man. You feel me? Shout out to you.
It's
Shout
goody,
out to Stephen
y'all.
Kennedy on the
Goody.
YouTube check in. You feel me? Yeah, I
Word.
mean, yo, Steven, while you over there, yeah, I mean, make sure you
Hit that
press like
like
for your
button.
boy on the word, man, and keep
Back,
them comments popping on the YouTube. You heard? We appreciate you.
back.
Uh, so yeah, so like I was saying, if you was under a rock all day as a Knicks fan, and you don't know what the rumors that we're talking about today, I forgot the dude name. I think it's JK or some shit like that. Uh, he's a Utah a podcaster or radio show host or whatever the fuck, right? Uh, he's been doing what he's been doing for a long time. So respects to him. You feel me? Because I heard of spaces today when somebody was like they've been listening to that guy for like 10 years. You feel me? So he put in the work. So I ain't going to disrespect son. But whatever, he reported today that some people texted him pretty much insinuating and alluded to the fact that the people who texted him are somehow connected with the Utah Jazz organization, which everybody does. All this, so everybody's sources connected. But pretty much he alluded to that the deal is pretty much the Utah Jazz agreed to a deal, didn't say which team, and that the it will be announced sometime in the near future about Donovan Mitchell. Didn't say it was the Knicks, didn't say it was the Heat, didn't say it was any team. They just said that the Utah Jazz agreed to a deal. So pretty much is a done deal, and we will get the announcement soon. So me personally, I hate those kind of things. But I don't believe in too much in coincidences. You feel me? Especially when people have control in situations where people have control over what they do. So around that time, while people are going crazy on, especially on Knicks Twitter, you feel me? People are going crazy because
Yo,
Donovan
wow.
Mitchell around that time, Donovan Mitchell around that time tweeted, "God is good with the prayer hands." So as Nick Twitter does, because they think they super private eye detectives. They think that means that he's coming to the Knicks. That's what they think it means. Me personally, I don't believe shit until it actually happens. Like you said, Kev, Woj Shams hasn't said anything about it. You feel me? Woj Sham haven't said anything about it. And those are the people I trust because they usually don't speak or tweet unless they know they have the facts because that's what their whole reputation depends on. We haven't heard anything from neither one of those guys, so I'm not jumping out the window. But I do think it was kind of weird with, Donovan Mitchell tweeting out God is good around that same time. And
That
but at the end, the thing that worries me the most, right? And then I'm gonna let you go back in, Kev. Pause. That's crazy. Uh, it's the term that J.K. used on his show was that they said it is a haul. You feel me? Whatever he thinks that the Utah Jazz is getting, whoever texted him said that the deal that they're getting for Donovan Mitchell is a haul. So if he's actually telling the truth and he's accurate in his reports and the deal is done, they're saying that the Utah Jazz is getting a haul back. That worries me because a haul could mean a multitude of things all in return. It could mean they're getting the amount of picks that they want. It could mean that they're getting a multitude of players. You feel me? Uh, or it can mean both of those things: a whole bunch of picks and a number of the young guys. So that's the only thing that worries me. You feel me? Other than that, I really not placing too much stock into the rumor until I actually hear somebody that I'll be like, oh, he know what the fuck he's talking about. Say it. Yeah, I mean, Kev, how you feel about it?
you know where I stand in this whole Donovan Mitchell and this whole Donovan Mitchell trade to me just rubbed me the wrong way, bro. But there's been a lot of back and forth about it. People don't want 1 minute people say, yo, I'll give up the kids and every pick. Some people like, nah, I don't want to do that. I want to, me personally, bro, I've stuck with my guns the whole time. I'm all about the youth. I'm all about developing my guys and continue the growth, man. That because this is like I said, man, and I think I sound like a broken record when I say this, but for years, we've been asking for a front office to come and build a team the right way, right? You know, uh, so that way we could do something like something like the Warriors did, like what Memphis is doing right now, what Boston is doing right now. These teams, you don't see them going after stars. You don't see them breaking bank, to get star players and breaking everything up. Like, look at for instance, I hate to always bring it up, but look at the Brooklyn Nets. they, they, look at the Brooklyn Nets. They gave up a hole.
Facts.
They gave up a
Facts.
hole. And now you got two disgruntled players, you know, forcing their way out. And that's not something I want to deal with. These kids, when you see them together, you see like togetherness. You
You
see,
see the chemistry
like,
building.
right, the chemistry is growing. We actually have a culture, you know, and I like that movement, man. And I would be really disappointed if we broke that up, bro.
Okay, I definitely agree with you on that. Quick shout outs, real quick. Mel, I see you. Fraz in the building. Team Knicks and Issues in
Word,
the building. You already know the vibe, bro.
word. I see
You
all
feel
y'all,
me?
man. Goody Fraz.
Word. I agree with you, but so I agree with you, but at the same time, right? I there is a deal that there is a deal I'm willing to take for Donovan Mitchell, bro. Like I agree. Like I don't want to give up all the youth because I believe if with the chance to develop that this team could be something special without having to get a Donovan Mitchell or some kind of like super trade, right? Um, but in this situation, I don't give a shit about the picks, honestly, right? Because we got so many of them. There's a number that works for us where we still don't lose all our like if we say for instance, if we gave up all next year's picks, I wouldn't be too mad if the return is Donovan Mitchell, right? It's like, all right, we don't need to pick anybody next year because we got Donovan Mitchell. Like, but it's like I don't want to give up 6 or more picks and two of our young guys. You feel me? Because you also got to take Evan Fournier to make the money work, right? And Evan Fournier is not a fucking bum. You feel me? It's not like you getting a bum in return for Donovan Mitchell. Evan Fournier broke the Knicks 3-point record for a single season, doing that on 40% shooting. He was top 4 in the NBA in 3-point shooting and had a higher 3-point shooting percentage than everybody above him. You feel me? So it's not like we're talking about giving Utah a fucking bum in Evan Fournier. Then
Yeah,
you add two guys, two young guys to that. It feels a lot like being taken advantage of. I don't like to use the R word because that's a very serious thing, but it kind of feels like it, bro. You feel me? If you get what I'm saying. I don't want to feel that way. I do not want to feel like after the deal is done that I need to go take a shower to cleanse myself from feeling filthy. You feel me? That's the part that bothers me about the deal, right? Now, what I am willing to deal with and give up, if this is true, Tony, use the link, bro. Press the link. I gotta give Tony instructions on how to join the live while we on the live. Tony, the link that I sent you on Twitter, click
hit the
that
link.
link. All you need to do is enter your email to set up an account, and then you can enter the studio and we bring you up on camera, Playboy. Make that happen, you heard? Uh But yeah, I don't want to feel dirty. And what I'm willing to give up, if you asking me for 6 picks, if that 6 or 7, we can even go as high as 8. But if we go high as 8, just know you're literally this guy Tony. You're literally going to take whatever players I'm going to give you. If I'm giving you 8 first round picks, you have no choice in the matter. I gotta send Tony the link again.
Was goody Knicks 100. GM was goody
Oh,
on
see you
YouTube.
on the YouTube check-in. You know what I mean? Make sure you press like for us over there and keep it going in those comments. You heard?
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
So if you Danny Ainge asking me for 7 and 8 first round picks, you're literally taking whatever players I want to give you. Like there's no choice in the matter. You don't have a pick in the players that you get. You're gonna take whatever works for us, right? I say 6 to 8. That's how I feel. If you go 6 to 8, you take whatever players we feel like like giving you. There go my guy Tony. Let me get Tony up on this screen.
Yo,
You
what's
heard?
good, Tone? Oh, his face is covered.
Now I gotta remove this banner. Now I'm about to remove the banner right now. Or we could get. Let me see if I could get something else going because I want people to be
Yeah,
able
this shit good, bro.
to still,
There you
yeah,
go.
I mean, add us on Twitter, know where to go when they need to go. Where they're going.
Take that. What's good, boys?
Yo, Tony was good, Brody.
Same thing, man.
What's
I'm
good,
sorry I
bro?
had to make out. Oh, Kev's the main guy tonight.
That's good.
It's,
I don't know why my Bluetooth ain't fucking working.
yeah, Kev's the main guy tonight, fellas. You know what I mean? But we can hear you perfectly though. You heard?
He's gonna probably jump back on. He's probably having the same issues we had earlier.
Did he just dip? What just happened? Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah,
I think
man,
it's
it's
me and this fucking laptop, bro. To be perfect, this laptop is killing me. I think I might have to. Yeah, yeah. Yo, Kev, hold on, man. I'm gonna fuck you. I'm gonna switch to my iPad real quick. You know what I mean? I'll be right back.
all
Hold it
right.
down real quick, Kev.
All right. Yeah, man. So me personally, it's like I said earlier, man. Like I rather go the youth route, man. I rather go the youth route. I love our young kids. I feel like our young kids have potential, man, to grow with this team. We finally got a point guard that could run that could run the, he could be that general on the court that we desperately needed for a long time. We haven't had that. So I think with the addition of Jalen Brunson, if you ask me, and I've been saying it, the whole off season, man. With the addition of Jalen Brunson, I just want to run it back with this same exact team, man. You know, I feel like this team has a lot of potential. Man. I know a lot of people might not like that. I know a lot of people might disagree, but that's just how I feel, man. That's just how I feel. You know, and I just think that that Danny Ainge's always trying to get his way, man, when it comes to making trades with people, and some way, somehow, he always winds up fleecing people. Always. I mean, he fleeced the Timberwolves. Um, he fleeced the Nets when he was in Boston. Like, I don't want to be one of those suspects, man. For real. You know, let's keep these guys attacked. I'm hoping this is just rumors. I'm hoping none of this is true, for real, because and I know, Knicks fans might ban me from New York after after hearing what I gotta say about that, but I'm with all that, man. Let's build the right way. That's how we should be building, man. We should build the right way, bro. Well, but Steve, my thing with this is we gotta give them a chance. We gotta give these kids a chance. Like, just because one star is available, you shouldn't have to give up the whole youth just for one player, bro. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. You got to give these kids a chance to see what they could give you, bro. That's just the way it works, man. You don't see the Warriors trading their young pieces. You don't see the Grizzlies doing that. They keep building onto what they have. And if they have to make a little, like you see Boston, they gave up nothing for Malcolm Brogdon. They just added a big piece to what they have already and didn't lose anything behind it. You know what I mean? Like, that's the exactly what the Knicks need to be focused on, man. if you don't have to break up that young core, don't do it. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. You know. Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest with you, man, Steve. I think it's gonna be
Oh shit.
two or three of your best young pieces. It's not just gonna be, oh, okay, Evan, da da da. Nah, it's gonna be some pieces that we might not like, and that's when I exactly, Mike, exactly, Mike. That was way too much for Rudy, man. That was way too much for Rudy, and you know what? That's my biggest concern. Danny Ainge coming to the Knicks and trying to take everything we worked so hard to build. I'm sorry, I ain't giving it up. You
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like this shit, but I'm back.
sound much better.
I do. Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Add the
Um.
stream. There we go. We're gonna add Tony.
Yeah, Mike.
Let's get
And
right.
now, Danny Ainge is good at getting what he wants, bro. And
Yeah,
I think that Leon Rose, if he don't like what the guy is asking for, hang that phone up. Hang it up.
facts. Facts.
Hang it
Bang it
up.
on that motherfucker. Yo, two things. Yo, Tony, can you turn your phone sideways so we don't get those black bars on the side? You
Up,
got that
up,
auto
up.
flip shit. There we go.
I
There we
disagree.
go.
They ain't gonna RJ.
Yeah, but we need to see
Down.
you
No,
though,
we
Tony.
cannot be down and get it. No.
Yo, so hold on. Let's get it a quick little second. You know what I mean? To give the proper introduction to my guy Tony. You know what I mean? Shout out to my guy Tony.
What's
A
good,
little while
Tone? What's
ago,
good, Tone?
we
What's
I
up?
met
What's up?
we met Tony in Spaces on Twitter. You feel me?
Back.
And Tony
Yeah.
was highly opinionated like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
but but but
The
that's what I liked.
problem.
That's what I liked about Tony. Tony go 10
Yeah, man.
toes down on his takes. You feel me?
I do,
But
got
man. I
no hair
stick
on his
to him.
tongue at all.
I watched him, handle himself in pause. That's crazy. Uh, I watched him defend himself in some of these Knicks spaces with hundreds of people attacking him, and I was like, "Yo,
Yeah.
it'd be dope if we could make him a part of this Knicks and Ish family officially." And he was willing to do that. So this is just my formal introduction to the Knicks and Ish fan base, to the new addition to Knicks and
Let's
Ish.
go.
You know what I mean? Tony.
Back.
You know what I mean? Tony Sports. You feel me?
Yeah, man.
Tony Sport.
Don't come in here with no shit because you gonna get Tony on the rent. So
Yeah. I'm telling you now, I actually tweeted it out earlier, bro. We'll stand for any takes and opinions, but we don't want no fake shit, no emotion. Let's just keep it sports, nothing personal. And
Word.
let's
Back.
just, talk
Yeah.
opinions and facts.
Yeah. So I just wanted to give Tony his official shout out here on Knicks and Ish. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
But yeah,
appreciate it, fellas.
so before you pulled up, we was pretty much talking about, the new rumors of the Donovan Mitchell saga that's
Yeah.
never ending. That
Yeah,
got
the topic right now.
got Knicks Twitter in an uproar.
Got
Fucking
it. And a whole frenzy.
a fucking 16-hour spaces.
Bro, I keep telling myself I'm gonna stay off for a few days because it's that one topic. But yo,
Yeah.
I can't help it. You end up, chilling around the house, and then it's like, you know what? Fuck it.
Word.
Throw
Yeah,
the throw the headset in and rock out. Yo, bro, I can't stay shut. You hear opinions. I want to give mine. You know,
facts. That's why I leave.
that's
I
how
leave
it is,
quick.
bro.
I leave quick. Once I hear somebody say some dumb shit that I don't agree with, and I feel like I need to respond, I'm like, let me get off this shit because
Yeah.
I'm. Word. But no, real on the real, Tony. What's your feel on the new information that was leaked today?
Oh, I didn't hear that last part. What did you say, T?
I said, how you feel about the new information that was leaked today from that radio host from Utah
To
saying
be
that it was
honest,
pretty much a done deal.
yeah. So like they said that, but I haven't. I don't know. Maybe you guys have. I haven't seen like what it's for.
Yeah,
I haven't even seen anything that says it's definitely Knicks. I saw a report that said it might not be the Knicks.
And it
facts.
might be Miami.
Yeah. So they
Eh,
just all of a sudden it became like that they leaked the trade is done or something like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, then I heard everybody start getting in a frenzy. So earlier it became the trade package. Everybody's making it seem like Ainge came off of his high horse, because I'm hearing like 4 picks and only 2 players, and I don't know, all funny shit. I don't think is true.
Yeah. Whatever's happening, your background is getting mad loud, Brody.
Not
That's me.
yeah, that's not mine.
Oh.
Nah,
Yeah.
that's me. A motorcycle just passed.
Oh, all right. Yeah. So yeah, that's the thing about the rumor that was leaked today too that bothered me. The fact that, you know, it wasn't. They said the deal was pretty much done. It didn't say who it was done for. You feel me? But I have a hard time believing Danny Ainge is going to leave all those draft picks on the table. You feel me? Just despite the Knicks. You feel me? I'm going to do myself a disservice just because I don't want to trade with the Knicks. You feel me? Like that just doesn't make sense to me because he showed his hand pretty much and told the world what he wanted, which was the draft picks. He's prioritizing draft picks. So with that being said, it's hard for me to see him being like, fuck those draft picks. You feel me? Give me some young players in whatever else you could give me at the moment. It's just hard for me to see that. And then, I was telling Kev, I don't really be, digging into, the cryptic tweets and shit like that of NBA players. But it was kind of a coincidence after the news broke. Donovan Mitchell, a few minutes later, tweeted, "God is good," with the prayer hands. It just it had my eyebrows raised. Not saying that I 100% believe it, but definitely made me raise an eyebrow. Like, word. And you also got to factor in the fact that the dude who quote unquote broke the news, if you want to call it that, said that it was a haul. So that doesn't even mean that Danny Ainge stepped down from his position of getting everything that he wanted for Donovan Mitchell. It's just too much speculation. That's why I hate this shit, bro.
Yeah, it becomes all like hypo type, thought out shit. I don't know. There's not a lot of fact. That's how I felt about the shit that was earlier. And I get on the Twitter, and I'm telling you, man, everybody's like, I don't know. I felt like 2 picks or 2 players got dropped off the asking price. So to me, it just doesn't make sense.
I think it might be the players, man. I really think it might be the players because everybody's saying that. A lot of people are saying that it's the picks that's holding up the deal. I think it's the players. I think part of the reason why the front office was so willing to trade out of the 11th pick is because they have confidence in their young players that they have now. And I really see it. I really see them having a hard, like Coach Tibbs, I really see him having a hard time wanting to separate with Quentin Grimes. I could really see Coach Tibbs looking at the trade and be like, yo, if you telling me I got to, if we're going to trade for Spider Mitchell or keep Quentin Grimes, I'm keeping Quentin Grimes. I could really see Coach Tommy T saying some shit like that. You feel me?
I think he likes Quickly even more.
That's a fact. That's a fact because even though everybody want to knock Quickly's defense, when people try to knock Quickly's defense, I'm like, oh, y'all don't watch basketball. You feel me? I'm not saying Quickly's a lockdown defender, but he's a pest. You feel me? He's a pest. He gets under people's skin. He's gonna damn near cover you the whole 90 feet of the court. You feel me? So I can see Tibbs falling in love with that too. And that's where me and Kev stands in the situation too. I'd rather run it back with the young guys than give up the young guys for Donovan Mitchell personally.
And that's what I think that's really holding it back, bro. I think that Leon Rose is real hesitant on giving up a guy like Grimes, Obio quickly, or who knows, maybe even Cam at some point. Like it's just I don't know, bro. It all seems to me like a bad idea, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, man. I don't know, man. Like when I get this feeling, bro, I'm usually right.
Yo, and and when I tell people that why I'm so hesitant to want to, separate with some of the young kids, especially Quickly and Obi, because I think individually their worth ain't that great to me, but together, that's where their value is tremendous to me because I think they have a special kind of chemistry. You feel me? It's not like it's not like it's just two people that you could pick up and put together. I feel like that their bond and their chemistry on the court, it can be something special. Like I'm trying to, while I'm talking, I'm trying to think of a 1-2 punch that I could compare them to without like overhyping them at the same time. You feel me? Like say for instance, right? Now, I'm not saying that they're gonna be as good as these two players, mind you, because I don't want it to be overstated like I'm hyping them up to be like Hall of Fame type players. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just speaking of their chemistry and bond on the court together. It could be the type of like Stock and Malone kind of chemistry. You feel me? Not saying that they're going to be those two guys because again, that is to me the best 1-2 punch in NBA history. Stockton and Malone. The points and assists prove that alone, right? But together, I feel like they have that kind of bond. Their games fit with each other so well that they can develop that kind of bond over the years. That's why I'm so hesitant to be like, yeah, let's trade those guys. Like you don't find special bonds like that on the court that often. I know how great Donovan is as an offensive presence, but I'd rather watch what happens with Quickly and Obi and Grimes and see how RJ Barrett develop without having to take a yet another back seat to another player. You feel me? Because you know some people think that Jalen Brunson for some reason is going to come in and be like the number one guy, which is absolutely ridiculous. Jalen Brunson can impact the game, and to be perfectly honest, he averaged 12 shots a game last year. That's a very low shot total, and still averaged 16 points a game on 12 shots a game. He don't need a lot of shots to impact the game in a positive way. So I don't think he's here to be the number one option. He's here to be a point guard. Julius Randle, for all intents and purposes, until Donovan Mitchell gets traded to the New York Knicks, is still the number one option. But when Donovan comes, that's going to push RJ Barrett to the third option easily, right? You good? That's going to push RJ Barrett to the third option easily. So I'm not opposed to watching RJ Barrett develop and see what he could be. I guarantee, like, you know, Donovan Mitchell is more of a finished product already. You know what you're going to get with Spider. And it's still a lot of questions as to what RJ Barrett's going to be. But I'm willing to take that risk just not to break up the team, you heard?
So, if nothing more than we gotta, I guess, play devil's advocate to that, right?
I know
So
you
that,
was going to do it, Tony. Go ahead.
yeah, I mean, it's a dead topic if we all just agree, right? So, yeah, so basically, how I feel is like, I agree with that nonetheless, but I don't think it's bad if they do get Mitchell. It just matters like what we give up for him, right? So like if you're giving IQ, which I doubt we would do, I think it'd be Obi. So let's say you give Obi, I'm not giving Grimes. I mean, they were throwing in Grimes and IQ, but dropping both of them, I would think about it. If it's Obi, our 23, Dallas 23, or something like that, and then like a couple and maybe 2 protected picks, and then you got a top 20 ball player in the league on your team. I don't think it meshes as well for RJ, but I think he can still grow next to him. I think RJ is going to be the one on the Knicks unless Donovan Mitchell comes there. I got RJ going for like 24 a game. If Mitchell goes there, I don't know. It kind of stunts his growth a little bit. Like I said, the mesh isn't perfect, and I think that's what's throwing some people off because where this kid is in the league, like as far as, you know, ranking, I mean, you got to take him. You know what I'm saying? It's literally a top 20 ball player. So we get him, and then they're talking about getting rid of Randall. If they get rid of Randall like next off season for somebody when the cap goes up too, I don't know. Maybe Rose is gone or Fournier. You got a lot of money to sign somebody.
You literally only hear the Knicks could possibly get rid of Randle from Knicks fans. Like that's the only place you hear it from. There's no other talk anywhere else about the Knicks even considering trading Julius Randle except for Knicks fans. And I get why.
Yeah.
You feel me? I put the jersey here just to piss people off. You feel me? You know how first of all, all three of us, everybody know how we feel
Yeah, I
about
was just
Julius
gonna say
Randle.
it's all three of
Yeah.
us. So
Yeah. But I put it there
you
just to
know,
piss people off because
yeah,
well, this I guess is kind of going to segue the topic a little bit. You feel me? I don't understand how people can't see that Julius Randle is going to have a bounce back year. I really
yo,
don't see how.
it's everybody thinks that because of how it was last year, it's the only way he can play. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know what happened to any other year, but I mean, then everybody's argument gets weak when they start lying and they start talking about, oh, his first year on the Knicks. What about that? He was trash, bro. I hear it so much.
Look,
I had to go and pull up his numbers. My bad, Kev. I had to go and pull up the dude's numbers. The dude was pretty much 20 and 10. It was a little bit under 20 and 46% field goal percentage. So I mean
Facts.
that's not bad. You know?
He just had
Yes,
mad turnovers.
no, you know what it was? Yeah, he averaged the 3 turnovers, but he was handling the ball a lot. I'm gonna say, what the fuck? What was I saying? He averaged 3 turnovers. I forget my point. I forget what I was about to say.
but if you think about it though, just imagine, just go back and look who was his point guards in year one. He
Alfred
had none.
Alfred
Yeah,
Payton.
year one was when they let Marcus Morris go nuts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
I
what we
mean
did.
we had Alfred Payton, Frank Ntilikina, and Kadeem
Yeah.
Allen as our point guards. Like you got to be kidding me.
That's a fact.
We had
That's
no point guards, bro.
a fact.
Literally.
And we're not gonna stay on this topic too long because I'm think I'm exhausted with the
Yeah,
whole.
I mean, we know where we stand.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
think that he gets in where he fits in, right?
That's a
Well,
fact.
I don't think the guy's gonna come out like Brunson. I don't care that they signed you, like go over there. He's not doing that, bro. That's
Bro.
not how the offense is gonna go. It's very to me, it's not even like a question. So when it comes up, like they think that's how it's gonna go. I don't know. I think it's like almost weird.
Yeah, I seen somebody. This is my last thing on the subject because I thought it was hilarious. That somebody said that Julius Randle can't play the pick and roll. I was like, oh my god, you never watched him play
It's
basketball
crazy, bro.
before he was a Knick. You never watched him play basketball before he was a Knick because that's literally all the fuck he did in New Orleans.
Yo, when you watch him, like you watch him play, you hope he just stays there. To be honest,
So,
it's crazy.
but Steve, why would Utah want to trade Donovan Mitchell for Randall, bro? That I just don't see Utah doing
No,
some shit like that,
that's not
bro.
happening. They don't
That's
want that
not happening.
contract.
Yeah, that's not happening, bro.
For nothing else, they don't want the contract. That's
They
just that's all you have to leave it as. You don't even have to go into the fact that like that Julius Randle's stock is down right now. Like we just
Yeah, that's
so
because of us. That's
yeah,
because
yeah.
of fucking New York Knicks fans.
Yeah, but like I said, I really don't
It's
want to stay on the
crazy.
Julius Randle topic too long. So the next topic was, the
RJ?
Knicks.
Oh,
Well, we could get to that, but I just want to, get to what's in the description real quick. You heard? So the next one is the New York Knicks fan base versus mainstream sports media.
God.
We have banded together. We've put our differences. New York Knicks fans have put their differences
Two
aside.
opposites.
We put it to the side for one common good is the shit on mainstream media, and it makes me happy because I've been saying this shit for forever.
Yeah.
Forever. That we never get a fair shake. And now that the shoe is kind of on the other foot and we're outcasting them from events that they shouldn't be at in the fucking first place. they got their panties in a bunch. And,
Yeah,
and it makes me happy. It makes me happy. But go ahead, Kev.
I love it because for once you can't start bullshit rumors. You can't start bullshit rumors. You can't do none of that. You know what I mean? And I love it, bro. I love it. I love you know what, bro? I love the fact that this front office doesn't say zip. I love surprises, bro. Surprise the shit out of me. I'm good with that, bro. Surprise me. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm a patient man, bro.
And that's all they want.
Yo, they and you know a lot of the reasons like we've been saying it for a while now. You know, Knicks for clicks, bro. Knicks for
Oh, yeah.
clicks. That
Yeah.
you talk about the Knicks in any way. Most of the time is negative, and yo, like this, it's like wildfire, bro.
Yeah.
You know, it's like wildfire, man. And I'm glad they going through. I'm just watching them and their feelings yesterday in that video. Oh man, it was just exciting, bro.
Yeah, I had to go on a little rant yesterday, man.
Oh, shit.
They was making me they made me a little bit tight. You feel me? Because it's like y'all already showed y'all hand too. Like Malik Andrews kind of let the cat out the bag, which we already knew what they wanted to be there for, was to ask Jalen Brunson, maybe not direct questions about Spider, but insinuate and indirects about this whole Spider Mitchell situation when it was a fan event to celebrate the fact that Jalen Brunson is the Knicks.
Right.
Why would we invite the media to an event about one of our new acquisitions to make him not feel special? Like y'all was going to come there and make him not feel special. And this is a super special moment for this kid. Like
for us too.
For us too. But I'm
shit
just
is fucking major, bro.
I'm trying to take myself out the equation just thinking about Jalen Brunson, how special this moment is for him. You're talking about a guy who grew up from a little pickney, a little youth-dem, a Knicks fan. Two of his favorite players as a child was Spreewell and Allen Houston. He was speaking about how he was in his kitchen practicing Allen Houston's jab step. His dad was a New York Knick. Now he's finally a Knick, and they're throwing an event to celebrate for him and the fans that he's a Knick. So why would we invite the media to that event so y'all could come and ask the quote-unquote hard-hitting questions? Who else would you like to play with here in New York? Like that's what y'all was gonna ask. That's what y'all was gonna sit in the motherfucking crowd.
They was gonna say his name too. They wasn't even gonna say it like that.
And they were gonna ask this. They wanted to ask about the tampering. That's a good one, man. That's a good one.
Think about that.
That's a good one right there, bro. And you know the Knicks ain't want no part of it. The Knicks, they ain't want no part of it, bro.
At least not on that day. That's what media day is for, bro.
Exactly.
Like, that wasn't a media day.
Right.
That was a fan event. It was a fan event. I said it on my other live.
The reason it's new. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Tony. Now, you got it.
Not the reason it's news. It's something that's never done. All our laundry is out there usually. You know what I mean? It's something that's never done, bro.
Facts.
To hold them out, like.
Facts.
I don't know. And that's why they're bitching about it. It's not that you're supposed to let them in. It's the fact that usually they're allowed in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I love the move. I love that shit.
Facts. You feel me? And like I said, that's what media day is for. You could come and ask those questions. Anna Bryant in the building. That's big Knicks fan energy in the building, man. Word. Miss Knicks is in the building. You feel me? Always got to acknowledge her presence. You feel me? When the Knicks legends make it their business to respond to her on her social media platforms, you know you talk about big Knicks fan energy, bro. She be talking to Charlie Ward like that's her brother or something, son. Like
word.
But like I was saying, like That's what that event is for. And what they really tight about too, right, is the fact that I said this again in my last live. The Spider Mitchell saga is, if not the biggest news in sports. If it's not the biggest, it's the second biggest. You feel me? News in sport, in basketball right now, right? And the mainstream media have no clue what the fuck is going on with that situation. Zero clues, because like Kev was saying, we've been keeping shit locked down on this side. And the closest thing they could do to get to that situation is a fan event that's dedicated to Jalen Brunson being a New York Knick. So how else are you going to get to ask these fucking questions that nobody else in the organization is going to answer? But put that man right on the spot on his fan day and be like, so.
What do you think about playing next to Donovan Mitchell? That's exactly what they would have said. That would have been crazy. Like, that's crazy. I agree with you. Like, I agree with you tenfold, bro.
And then you got this, you know, they posted a clip on Twitter I saw today. What's the fucking guy name? I don't even know his name. I don't even know who he is. Where he is misinformed on what award Julius Randle won 2 years ago. He's like, yeah, you know, the flash in the pan season he had when Julius Randle won the Sixth Man of the Year. And so Nick Twitter exploded. And it's like, who the fuck is this guy? He doesn't even know what he's talking about. Then you got this goofy clown, Richard Jefferson, coming. Where's the lie? What did he lie about? What did he lie about? So Nick's Twitter is trying to tell him, like, yo, Julius Randle never won Sixth Man of the Year. So this fucking guy, Richard Jefferson, is on Twitter talking about just because Knick fans don't know what award he won doesn't make it true. I'm tired of Knick fans acting like people are just making stuff up. You goofy clown bald head. I hate Richard Jefferson, bro.
Bro, he's the worst, bro.
And then,
he hates on us to no end. It's fucking sickening.
Yo, Tony, I had to post and at him. I said something in a comment, and then I had to make a whole nother post. I was like, yo, you mean making stuff up like you bold-faced lying on live TV saying that the Knicks offered you a contract at the end of your career and that's why you retired to fit whatever corny joke you was trying to tell? You mean making stuff up like that? Then I had to post it that you was caught in 4K lying on live TV, bro. That the Knicks had to come out and say, yo, we've never offered Richard Jefferson a contract in 2018 or 19. It's clipped. So you mean making up stuff like that? Wow. This is the kind of shit that I'm talking about that him and other mainstream sports media analysts do to the New York Knicks that makes me sick, bro.
Yo, look at the quarter that he reffed that game in the summer league.
Yo, they scored
like 12 points.
Yo, bro, once he started refereeing the game, I felt like the whole vibe. The whole vibe was like,
he crushed this. He crushed us, bro.
Yeah, he did, bro.
I think they scored over 20 all three other quarters. Fucking crazy, man.
Bro, and it's just not just him. You feel me? It's everybody.
Yeah, Iguodala said some funny shit one or two times about us that nobody goes there or something. I remember.
Yeah, I remember that too. Because when I first started doing Knicks N, I went in on that too. Like, yo, bro, you shut up. You feel me?
Listen,
because be perfectly honest, Iguodala turned into be a really good role player on a really good team.
Yeah, when you kid, he was great. He won Finals MVP.
When he was the fucking guy of which he didn't deserve
of Philly.
When he shouldn't have won that Finals MVP, they robbed Steph Curry of that Finals MVP that year. Because he played a few good possessions on LeBron James. LeBron James was still averaging a triple fucking double.
Nah, he was coming through clutch, bro. He did all right.
Steph Curry was coming through clutch the whole fucking series. But anyway, I don't want to even argue that. when he was the man on Philly, he couldn't. That team sucked ass.
Yeah, yeah, but Philly was terrible then.
That
He
guy
was
is
pretty good. Didn't he make an All-Star game? He made an All-Star
Yeah,
game.
yeah, he
one,
Yeah,
did.
one,
in one
one.
or two, yeah, something like that. But listen, it was like right after that the Warriors brought him in, so it wasn't just a veteran. That was like a good player. It was exactly what they needed because the other two are shooters. So this guy gets to the cup, plays D. It was a good piece for them.
He was better than Richard Jefferson. I tell you that much.
Oh
So
my God, fuck
I do
Richard
got to give it.
Jefferson, man.
I do got to give him that much respect. You feel me?
Oh,
But
Iguodala.
yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, hell
Yeah.
yeah, hell
But
yeah.
yeah, bro. But yeah, fuck him too, man. And I'm just saying, everybody in mainstream media, bro,
Oh shit.
who always got something slick to say, because it's a damn if you do, damn if you don't situation, bro.
Well, listen.
Because if we didn't make any moves this offseason, right? If we didn't trade those fucking that first round pick to get more first round picks, if we never made an attempt to go at Spider, it would have been the Knicks again blunder a whole nother fucking offseason, right? But now we put ourselves in position to make a run at a star player. Now, the Knicks is about to mortgage the farm for Donovan Mitchell. But if it was any other team in this very same position, they will be commending them and talking about how much of a tremendous addition Spider would be to their team and their organization. But because it's the Knicks, it is something wrong with it. It's not good enough. One of them goofies going to actually sit on there and say, yo, even if they get Spider, there's still going to be a lottery team. This fucking guy took Utah to the fucking playoffs every year. But because he's a Knick, now all of a sudden, they're just going to be a fucking playing lottery team. This is the bias I'm talking about, bro.
Or
Yeah.
or
But
even the fact, my bad, Tony, my bad.
you go.
Or even the fact that Leon Rose in the front office might lose their job if they don't make a trade for Donovan Mitchell.
Nah, he ain't gonna do that. Yo, I'm telling you, for the first time a few years back, I think the Knicks fans would like, the bullshit you start hearing in the echoes, like go on strike because he's too involved and fucking everything up. I think he finally took the back seat. He's letting these guys go. And honestly, there's complaints in between, but the end result, it always ends up like pretty good. Like they're not like, it's not the same front office, bro. I know people talk shit on them and this and that, but they're not. If it was, we would have Donovan Mitchell already, and fucking Utah would have everything. Period.
Facts.
They probably would have threw in RJ. Like that's what we've been dealing with for all these years. These
The
guys
Steve
have been doing
Mills,
shit well,
Steve
So
Mills.
yeah, when Mills got fired, that's when like the that's when like the devil got chased out of town, bro. It's
Facts.
like all of a sudden the Knicks are doing shit that if you don't want to you don't want to hear us brag about it, they're at least doing shit like other teams do it. It's not
Yeah.
the fucking stupid Knicks way, you know?
I think the change started before Mills got fired. Even though
It's like it,
that was a big step. That was a
yeah,
big step.
I
But
agree, but
when we hired Scott Perry, and
Actually,
we started
yeah.
the team friendly contracts.
No,
When we
that's when
got
it was. When they brought Perry to pair with Mills, it started getting better. And then they finally got rid of Mills and it like opened the fucking thing wide open now. And
facts,
I feel like everything they're doing, like, bro, when the fuck do you hear like realistic trades for like a superstar and the Knicks have the best package to offer? You know what I'm saying? Like you don't hear that shit, bro.
ever.
And look, and they're holding it, right? They haven't gave it up. So
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
even if
Kev.
you look at the first Julius Randle contract, that wasn't a bad contract.
mm-mm.
It's an
That was a
amazing contract.
sweet deal.
Yep, 19 million or something and like an option.
3 years with a player option.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, with a team option. Excuse me.
Team option. They signed
Yeah.
all those guys to team options at that time.
And Julius Randle had the longest contract. Everybody had 2-year deals with the second year being a team option.
Then
And
he traded Marcus Morris for a first round pick.
facts, and then
Yo, but that's why they let Marcus Morris for half a year go off, bro. I mean,
Yeah,
people talk about Randall. If you go back at least to the first half of that year,
I
bro,
remember.
Marcus Morris was the whole fucking team.
That's a fact.
facts.
Ball hogging. I mean, he was doing some good things, but that ain't how you win, bro. That they were just showcasing him. They got rid of him to the Clippers, I think, for a pick.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, my thing, it started with, and I don't think my guy Scott Perry get enough credit, bro. You feel
Nah,
me? I've been saying that for the longest. Like, yo, shout out to Leon Rose because he's doing some good things. His connections is putting us in these kind of positions that we need to be. But I don't think we get here without Scott Perry and the financial flexibility movement that started before Leon Rose got there. And it's still a trend that's happening now. The financial flexibility. Like if you look at even the new contracts that we're signing, it's front loaded. Are we gonna take this hit the first year? But as the new CBA comes into play, everybody gets cheaper. You feel me? Except for Julius Randle. Julius
Yeah.
Randle's the only one who has like the standard,
Yep.
evened out kind of contract,
The more old school now.
yeah,
That's what it is.
or backloaded contract
Yep.
clause, right? Julius Randle's the only one. Everybody else got the front loaded joints, right? Like, and then you got the new CBA pulling up. So you think about it, in 2 years, 2 to 3 years, we're gonna be looking at enough cap room with whoever contract is expiring at that time too, to actually like add some pieces to what we already been building on.
So
And
so T,
what up?
would you agree to that the people that they have on the descending contract are the plan for the future, and the
Yeah,
ascending being the ones who they're gonna move? That's
I
how I
don't,
feel it is. I
I
feel
don't.
like Julius Randle, I think it's like that because he's gonna be here for like a year, possibly two, and then get packaged and sent for
So,
like.
this is my thing about that with Julius Randle. I think that's the only way they could have got Julius Randle on the discount they got him on, right?
With
Like,
the ascending.
yeah, because you essentially asked this man to leave how much money on the table?
Yeah, he
Like
left money.
it was a lot. You feel me? He wasn't like nothing
No,
to
no, no.
sneeze at.
I think he was good for like, I think 30 a year or 28 or 30. So he did 23,
Yeah,
25, 27,
yeah, yeah,
29. So he left millions on the table,
yeah.
which is extremely rare.
Well, he
Yeah,
left.
so
What was it, 100? Because he could have
Yeah.
got like 200 if he would have waited.
yeah, if he would have waited, because he would have got it with the years. You feel me? And he took a shorter contract. You feel me? Because he could have got it if he waited a year. He could have got the bread with the years and the money. So it
So
was
did
like,
Brunson though.
yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Brunson, what Brunson do? He did 3 in the option, right?
Yeah,
I
Yep,
yeah.
think.
yep.
Yeah.
And those are the only two guys who have player options. You
Yo,
feel me? Because
listen.
that's the only way you can get those guys.
If it works, okay, if we start winning games and we're rolling, and all of a sudden they start pulling back from any trade ideas, yo, you got guys on. Everybody complains about them. These guys are on fucking great contracts. Even if
Facts.
Fournier were to stay here for breaking that fucking 3 record, now having a point guard to make sure he gets the ball in the right spots and to collapse the defense from driving to the cup so good, okay? And then you kick out to Fournier. Like, I know everyone wants him gone, but to be honest, he's probably the best. He got to be the best option that to kick out to. And it's not even the best option just because the Knicks don't have the greatest options from 3. It's like, look at his numbers around the league. His field goal percentage wasn't great, but 3 shooting, he was very good, broke the fucking Knicks record all time in a season. So,
And
you
he
know,
was top 4 in the league in 3-point shooting.
that's what I'm saying. So it's like, you can't like, he's not that bad of a piece when like that's today's ball game. So you got Brunson breaking down the defense, going to the cup, and then dishing out, right?
So I think this is where you and Kev are all kind of comfortable with, if we don't get Spider, just being like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yo,
because
listen, man.
because
When they signed Brunson, listen, I'm good. Honestly, that's how I felt this year, bro.
yeah, because at the end of the day, I think we all watch enough New York Knicks basketball to be like the biggest malfunction with last year's team. And the reason why we lost so many games is because of point guard play.
My
You
God.
feel me? Like,
Yes.
and especially in the most crucial moments of the game. Like this team wasn't horrible, bro. Like, and that's what I don't think people understand. Like the team wasn't horrible. It's just that we couldn't execute when we needed to execute. You feel me? The talent was there, but you have a situation where the two of your primary ball handlers, well, the three of them, are not equipped to create for themselves and others. Right? You got Alec Burke as your primary ball handler, which makes no fucking sense whatsoever in the world, right?
But
And then you
for
got
that team, it almost did.
and then you got Julius Randle and RJ Barrett as the next ones. And then you got fucking Evan Fournier doing James Harden in between the legs step back threes. These are not fucking built like that, bro. You feel me? This is not conducive to efficient basketball, especially in the waning moments of games where you need to manufacture buckets. And the best teams, how they manufacture buckets in the most crucial moments, they have somebody who could break down the defense, whether it be their point guard or their superstar, who whatever wing he is, or a center, whatever. Somebody that could get 2 feet in the fucking paint and know how to kick the ball out to a wide open wing guy for an open three. You watch all the best teams do this. You feel me? Like a lot of times, of course you got your superstars who go out and just get you a fucking bucket. But a lot of times in the waning moments of games, who's making shots? It's the fucking fourth option shooting a wide open three-pointer because the defense is collapsing on the fucking main guy. But we never had that. Because Julius Randle is not that guy. He's not that guy. He can do it. And my motto last season was, just because you could do it some of the time doesn't mean that you're supposed to be doing it all of the time.
That's right.
You feel me?
Yeah,
And
let it be like a surprise blessing, here
yeah.
and there is what I'm saying.
And to land this plane, we all knew that was the fucking issue. You feel me? We've been in spaces. We've seen Knicks Twitter, Knicks Facebook complain about the same fucking shit. But now all of a sudden that we got Jalen Brunson, that's suddenly not good enough. We was beating teams by like 15 to 20 points for a long ass stretch and losing those games. You have to be pretty good to consistently go up on teams 50 to 20 points. You have to have some kind of talent.
Brunson's gonna end those games, bro. If it stays how it is, not adding Mitchell, Brunson's gonna start adding those. He's gonna start ending those games, and soon enough, RJ will take over. It might take a few years for that, but Brunson's he's gonna end these games, bro.
Or at least get the ball in the hands of guys where they could be most effective in those situations. You feel me? At the very least, get some kind of offense, get the defense moving, because ain't nothing worse.
Mitch, do something with Mitch.
Ain't nothing worse than last season at the end of games. I'm sitting there, we on these spaces all together, watching fucking Julius Randle, RJ Barrett, and Alec Burke struggle to try to break down the defense and make something happen because they're not natural facilitators. So what their mind is, it's my time to shine. You ever watch the Longest Yard with Brucey? It's Brucey's time to shine. That's what it feels like in the fourth quarter, watching RJ Barrett, fucking Alec Burke, and Julius Randle try to put the team on their back and go get a bucket because they're not looking for the correct play in those situations. You feel me? Especially Alec Burke. Alec Burke, his shit was, I'm going to throw my head back, and I'm going to throw the ball up at the rim and pray that I get a foul. And that was the offense in the fourth quarter. And that's why we lost those games, man. Jay, like Tony was saying.
Or Randall doing too much.
Facts.
Or a lot of coaching issues that we had. Coach Tommy T being stubborn.
Yeah.
You're watching the starting five crumble.
Yeah. Honestly, it was a lack of talent too, though, bro. Like as they're falling apart. I mean, these guys are fucking missing free throws. Everybody, the fucking even RJ. Yo, that shit better stop this year. If he don't,
Yeah.
if he only gets better at one thing, RJ this year. If I don't think that's what's gonna happen, and I don't want that to fucking happen. It's unacceptable. But if only one, make it his free throw percentage, bro. That shit gotta go up, bro.
The whole
That's
team.
fact.
But definitely Randall too. But what I'm saying is for like RJ, the new growing like supposed star, tighten your fucking field goal percentage up, bro. You're like a natural two guard. We're squeezing you to the three, and you're shooting like you're a fucking center. Fuck
Yo,
that.
yeah,
I
I
want.
like. I think Tony said. Okay, my fault.
I want to respond to what Steven is saying, but he said Randall doing way too much, right? But
Yeah.
who who puts him in that position? He's not just gonna take it upon himself and say, you know what, fuck the coach, I'm gonna take over this. No, that's not how it works, and Coach Tommy T is not gonna allow it, bro. He's
And,
not Steve Nash or none of these coaches that you could just walk all over. That's not happening, bro.
and you know one thing that I noticed too last season, and I think we all noticed, Julius Randle played way better last season when IQ was on the floor. Because
Yup.
even though IQ may not be the best point guard in the world, he can create. You feel me? He can create, and he also knows how to look Julius Randle in the fucking face and run to the other side of the court with the basketball. You feel
Yeah.
me? Julius Randle will be calling up for the ball. IQ will be like, nah, it's not your time, bro. You feel me? And go do something else instead of force feeding Julius Randle the ball like Alec Burke or whoever else that will be potentially running the point for us last season. And IQ will make everybody run the floor. Like it made no sense that we struggle in half court offense, but Coach Tommy T refused to play anybody that played more up tempo than Alec Burke. I disagree that Alec Burke was the best option we had at point guard.
Wow.
I disagree because I think even though IQ wasn't shooting well, and I think that's what kept him on the bench for majority of the beginning of the season, everything else in his game was clicking on all cylinders. He was still averaging like 5 to 6 assists a game. He was still rebounding well for a point guard or a two guard, whatever the fuck you want to classify him as.
I like
And,
IQ.
and he was still playing pretty decent defense. The only his problem was he was going nut and fucking shooting the wildest 3-point shot you ever wanted to see in your life. You feel me? He
Right.
Yeah.
was still
Sometimes he does that feeling it shit.
yeah, like that was the one thing that was the one thing that wasn't working for IQ. That's why he shot so low. His field goal percentage was so low on the season is because of the first half of the season he was shooting like shit. But everything else in his game was working well, and I think he should have got those minutes, man, because it was painfully apparent Alec Burke was killing us in the fourth quarter. Like he was getting the most minutes and scoring the least amount of points. Like he was getting the most fourth quarter minutes and scoring the least amount of points from anybody getting those fourth quarter minutes. It was annoying. It was annoying. But you did want to talk about RJ Barrett. I did not forget that, Tony. So we could transition into that because we already an hour in. I don't know how long we're gonna be here, but
I mean, if no Donovan Mitchell, I like to talk like how it is. So no Donovan Mitchell. I think RJ jumps to 24 points, maybe a little under like 23-7 or whatever. If you know, but
bro, he could have had
just
that shit last year if you'd have made free throws.
I know, tighten up your fucking free throw. He does have to get there. He does have to get there a little more because he gets there an amount of times. I think it's like 6 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. So if he's doing that, if you add, I think 1 full point, he would be somewhere around 80%. I don't know the exact math, but he would have to get to the line more too. You know?
And that's on him because he's not continuously aggressive. He settles for shots sometimes that he shouldn't have to settle for. But I
Yeah.
think this all changes.
Didn't really have a real point guard either, though. You
Yeah.
know?
That's what I was about to say. I think that all changes with Jalen Brunson when you think somebody's breaking down the defense consistently, switching and being able to move and attack from a position where the defense is in disarray. You feel me? Closeouts that makes a difference being able to attack off of a closeout versus having to try to break down your man to get to the basket, right? Like I'm not saying RJ Barrett can't develop a better handle, but he's not there yet, right? But when somebody's breaking down the defense and the ball is moving, that gives you better lanes to the basket. And we all know the best part of RJ game to me is when he's attacking. He needed last year. He didn't really finish that well, which was weird, right? But
Yeah, that's because he gets blocked there though a lot.
He
yeah,
was. He was.
yeah,
That's the only thing about RJ is I'm not saying he goes to the rim soft, but like I think he lacks like the
explosive.
athleticism to like the bungees, to get up.
Yeah,
So
they
that
call that
that layup,
explosiveness. Yeah,
yeah, that layup is like I think he's a little explosive when his feet are on the ground. I just don't think he has the bunnies. So
yeah.
he gets met at the rim. He can't really get up over nobody.
I saw that his first year. He came in
Yeah,
and he tried to bang it on people, and he learned fast. Like, nah,
they're
nah, you,
sending that shit.
your hops ain't like that. That worked in college, bro. But your hops ain't like that.
No, that's a fact.
There's
That's a
real
good
big boys
question.
here. You feel me? But nah, like if we don't get Donnie, I agree to see a points per game jump, and I think in everybody, you know, I think efficiency goes up. And one of the complaints about this team is that is only one ball to go around. But I think you'll see everybody's shots per game take a slight dip, but you'll see the points per game like stay at where they are or increase a little bit with less shots because they're being more efficient. Because you have a point guard to set you up and to be more efficient. You feel me? Like you're looking at even Donovan Mitchell. Say if we even get Donovan Mitchell, right? And he's not the most effective shooter in the world. I think he's like
Nah,
a
he's not.
40, he's like a 43% shooter
Yeah,
on his career. You feel me? And we talking about somebody that's taking 20 shots a game. Now
yeah,
I
but
think
wait a minute. But wait a minute. He just real quick. He's one of the top 20, but Randall shoots 41% and gets fucking crucified.
yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
And
So
RJ shot 41% too, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
so did
yeah,
Fournier.
yeah. So so that's mad funny. So I'm just saying, like with Jalen Brunson, I think you see an efficiency increased across the board, even if we get Donnie, right? You'll see less shots per games for some guys, but I think you also don't see too much of a dip or even a dip at all in their points per game because they're being more efficient with their shots. You feel me? Like it if you're shooting, because we all know that Julius Randle can shoot 45% or more from the field. You feel me? And he shot 45% his only the year with the Pelicans, and he did that was shooting 27% from the 3-point line. Right? So
He averaged 46 the first year with us.
boom, right? So he can be efficient. You feel me? And I think you see that happen with everybody on the team. So
Give him the right looks.
I'm not concerned about like even if Donnie comes, will RJ Barrett's point per game take a major hit? He might stay where he's at. You might not see an increase, but you will see his efficiency go up. You feel me? That's one thing I think we will see is that he'll be more efficient, especially from like the 3-point line, because he's gonna be doing a lot more catch and shoot and a lot less fucking step. The whole fucking starting five was shooting step back threes, and it was fucking driving me nuts all season. I couldn't stand it. It's fucking one pick, step back three, one pick, 3-pointer. That the shit was driving me insane. That's bad offense, bro. I don't care what people want to say. This is the sign of the time. This is the way that. No, that's fucking bad offense. You get one pick and one pass and there's a 3-pointer. Bad fucking offense, bro. The Golden State Warriors is one of the best 3-point shooting teams in NBA history. Do you see their fucking offense?
Yeah. That ball moves, bro. And that's what I want to do. And you want to know something with the team we got, the way they can mesh together without Mitchell again, with what we have. Like I said, you might not love Fournier, but he even fits in good. Like I said, he's the three. If they all got to share the ball, if that ball moves around, almost everybody can score. Nice four options on the court. It's good. The team is in a good spot. I don't know. I think the addition of Brunson boosts us up a lot. I got us definitely at like I say the 7 seed.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah,
I got them around.
And
yeah,
I hope Reddish takes over the starting spot too.
yeah.
I'll take Fournier off the bench.
I don't see that. I I wouldn't be mad at it. You feel me? I wouldn't be mad at it at
You see
all.
higher or lower?
No, 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 no. I'm talking about the Cam Reddish shit.
Oh,
I agree with that. I do think a little bit higher. I was going more of 6 seed. You
yeah.
feel
I won't argue 6.
Yeah.
Just maybe I'm being a little scared.
I
I
mean,
don't.
rightfully so. You feel
Yeah.
me? Rightfully so. After what we saw last year, bro, I don't blame anybody for being a little bit cautious. You feel me? But what I was saying with Cam is I don't see him taking the starting spot. If anybody's going to get the starting spot over Fournier, it's going to be Quentin Grimes. Yo, listen, I got to take this fucking ESPN notification off my phone
And
because
and
every
I'm gonna
time I
say,
hear that shit, oh my fault, Cam. Every time I hear that do, my fucking whole neck breaks, bro. My whole neck breaks. I gotta jump over the couch to get to the phone. Did it happen? Did it happen?
Fucking Knicks watch, bro. That's what happens, bro.
Yo, my fault, Cam. I'll be right
and
back. I'm gonna go get something to drink. I'll be back.
the only reason why I think um Grimes get it is because he's a Tibbs guy, bro. That's the man that drafted him. And from what I understand, and we know these are all rumors, but from what I understand, Anna said, Tibbs didn't even want to trade for Cam. From what the rumors
Yeah, I know that. I don't
was
really
said.
believe that shit so much though. You know,
Yeah,
I mean, he can use Cam a bunch of ways, bro. You
yeah.
know, Cam can. It matters what he's giving us. I would rather him start next to RJ, be in a starting lineup. But in a sense, you can see why Fournier might be a better fit as just a guy who sits outside and shoots. Cam kind of, I don't know, he could do a lot. I feel like if he's healthy. So maybe you want to offset him when RJ's off the floor. I don't know.
Oh well, I mean, if you put them together though, that'll give you some
Electricity.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think yeah.
I don't want to say the one word because I'm gonna get paused. But you got Cam with like a 7'1" wingspan.
Yeah, nah, Cam will be
His
the
wing,
3, and it puts RJ
yeah,
at the 2. That's nice.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
His wing, that RJ's wingspan is like what?
I don't know, but it's a pretty
Yeah,
decent one. Yo, I think those two on the court together in the small sample size that we got to see, I was like, this could be something fucking special
yeah,
here. Especially if we had a point guard that is able to push the pace. Can you imagine the Fitz defense is going to have when Jalen Brunson is running the fucking floor and he got RJ Barrett on one side and Cam Reddish on the other side? What do you do in that situation? Because both of them could finish at the rim in transition. Cam makes the shit look too easy. Like it's like watching a fucking swan, bro. Like
I gotta see him out there though.
yo,
I can't. He
I
do
mean,
look good, but
just from the small
pause. But
sample size, just from the small sample size that we got to see, his game is fucking silky smooth, bro. If I had to compare it
yeah,
to any other sport, like not saying that he's on that level of kind of play, I'm just saying the elegance and the grace of their game. It remind me like Lynn Swan as a fucking wide receiver, bro. It looks effortless, bro.
like
You
like
feel me?
like Iceman, like
Like
Gervin.
word. It looked like fucking ballet, bro. It looks like
And
ballet because it looked like he's like not even fucking trying, son.
it's like he's gliding through the court, right?
Facts.
I feel like I feel like he's a little he's like a better finisher at the rim than RJ.
Maybe he probably can jump higher than RJ,
Yeah, he
but
you
but
know,
having them two, you know,
He got a
it,
better layup package too.
yeah, but
yeah.
having them two helps us out with the whole, because Brunson's smaller. Having them two is like makes you a bigger front at least on the
Es-
wing. You know what I'm saying? Out on
Especially
the perimeter.
especially the way teams like to run pick and roll and all the switching that's going to be done. You feel me? And that's
Oh,
And he got that corner three that's like what above 50%.
yo, but
yeah.
that's why I tell you though. I think Grimes. I like the kid, but I think Grimes is gonna get like them off minutes, bro. I don't think he's gonna play steady. I
I don't
don't.
know.
I'm not
Because
saying what I want. I'm just saying what makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm just like from last year, and once Grimes broke the rotation, he continuously got PT when he
Oh,
was
he
healthy.
was in every night. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was in every night during that stretch
So,
before
and
he
that's
got
where
hurt.
I'm drawing my and that's where I'm drawing my conclusion from. Just seeing
Yeah,
the fact that how much Tibbs like him. You feel me? Like
yeah,
he's gonna play that kid. You feel me? And I think
yeah.
this part of the reason the trade is being held up because if Cam or if Cam was in on a trade situation and he would have probably the deal be done. Like if but I think Grimes is one of the reasons why the trade is being held up because I don't think the organization want to give him up and all those picks.
Nah,
You
they
feel me?
shouldn't want to give him up. But I'm just saying, as far as needing him there, or just the situation, we got him another 2 years. He was picked 25th overall. You know what I'm saying? You're not like you're not doing nothing crazy by not giving him the role. Where Cam, I think he's 4 years in now. This will be four. Everybody knows the potential, so it's like if he's healthy, this is his last year. You got to know what he is. I don't know. I feel like Cam gets minutes. We know Fournier's here. He's getting minutes. Rose, IQ, right? Obi, the kid Hartenstein. Yeah, I think Sims and Grimes are gonna get like the same kind of minutes. It's like not steady, not every night.
Yo, I'm gonna say this. This kind of off topic a little bit, but you mentioned them. That Hartenstein kid, bro. I hate watching people's highlights because it gets me gassed. But this kid, his passing ability, bro.
Yeah, he can move the ball.
Watch if he's on the court with Obi. I think that's gonna be something nice to watch too, bro. Because
Lob City.
the way he hits the cutter, it don't even have to be just lobs. The way Obi likes to cut, the way that kid Hartenstein
Yeah, slash.
finds cutters from as a big man from the post, from the elbow, the way he can hit guys with precision passes. Like it's not like he just throwing like random ass passes. He's throwing passes that his guys could get through that's away from the defense. You feel me? Like he's not throwing random hope that this guy could get it. He's throwing precision. I can't even pronounce that word right. But you know what kind of passes I'm talking about. He throwing dots, bro.
Precision.
yeah, I was having trouble, Tony. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yo,
bro.
but he was
But
throwing those kind of passes. And I think watching him and Obi cutting, that'd be something special too. If Obi's still on the team and not traded for fucking Donovan
yeah,
Mitchell.
I mean, if they stay as is, that's what I like talking for. But um, you know, some people talk about they want Obi to get the minutes over Randall.
Craziness.
It's nuts as of what we've seen. The only thing that I will say is when you go over who's going to be on that second lineup, I feel like Randall matches in there better. I know there's no chance if he's on the team, he's coming off the bench. So I'm not saying that. But how his game fits in with who's out there. Like he plays well with IQ, like you guys were saying earlier, right? Hartenstein can give him down low so he can bully in the post. You're not clogging it up because Hartenstein can play out on like the perimeter.
Yeah, that
You
boy can
know,
shoot too a little bit.
so it's just like everything there works with him well with Rose and IQ. It's just he fits that line beautifully, man. You know, Mitch
I
is
think,
kind of in his way, like
yeah, I think because he's gonna have staggered minutes and he's probably gonna get some PT with the second unit anyway. I think that's gonna be a dope to see too.
right?
But 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 to your point, listen, people be bugging the fuck out.
Yeah,
If you don't, so boom. Say for
Obi got
instance,
real fans, bro. He has
so
real fans.
that's a fact. Is an Obi High for real?
Yeah, bro.
Say for instance, we do trade for Donovan Mitchell and Obi's still on the team, and for whatever reason, just hypothetically,
I hear you.
fucking Obi's in the starting lineup. That team defensively is going to get fucking demolished, bro. People gonna be dropping 130 points on the Knicks every other fucking night, bro. Because the fact of the matter is, Obi is not a good defender. This is part of the reason why his ass was glued to the bench most of last year and the year before. You feel me? Because it's because he gets lost in defense. You feel me? He's not in the right
Not in the
positions.
right position, right?
You feel me? Not in the
You
right
get
position.
yanked for that shit.
And you think so magically he's going to be a tremendous defender, and you already talk about you have two defense, quote unquote, what people want to consider two defensive liabilities in Brunson and Mitchell in your backcourt. And now your fucking power forward is also a defensive liability. So you mean the only two fucking pieces of string that's holding your defense together is RJ fucking Barrett and Mitchell Robinson? 130 points a night we be giving up if that's the fucking lineup, son. Julius Randle doesn't get he takes plays off. Absolutely. I am not
Yes,
arguing that fact.
I
But
agree.
that man can
We know that.
defend, bro. That man can defend. Teams are not going, hey, we're going to go at Julius fucking Randle on defense tonight. That's not happening. You never see it happen. That's not part of the game plan for teams when they come in to play the Knicks. We're going to attack Julius Randle defensively tonight. You know why? Because he could fucking defend, bro. And when he is playing, the elite players around his position, he's guarding them. They're not hiding him on somebody else. He's guarding the Kevin Durant's. He's guarding the Giannis's. You feel me? He's guarding the ADs. You know why? Because he's a pretty good defender. I'm not saying he's fucking locked down, but he's solid. And you think Obi's supposed to start over him? And we're going to get smoked on the boards.
Yep.
Yeah, because Obi's not a good rebounder, that's for sure.
Well, what he does, he's always trying to run down court.
Yeah, yeah.
He leaks out, tries to go, but Obi jumps. He got bunnies, so he plays above the rim. If he works on it and looks for that rebound a lot more, I think he could get his rebounds up. But it is working on a part of his game that he don't have. So he don't have that part of his game. He don't try to rebound. He's weak in the ass. Pause, but it's the truth. He gets bullied, and he's not a small guy. Maybe it's a young and new in the league thing. I think he's gonna get more minutes this year. Everyone's like, how? Randall plays 500 minutes a game. But I think things are gonna change this year. Like I said, Randall isn't so much like all that isn't a necessity no more. You
Yeah.
got Brunson here, and I think other guys have grown into options where I think Quickly is like a real player on the team,
Yeah.
and Fournier, he's a piece. Rose is a guy off the bench who's he's a real piece to your team. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. That's
Yeah.
my take.
Obi is more inclined to tell him to buy something.
Right. I'm not even. Yes, I think Steve would just be being on the opposite side of what we're saying, just for the
Steven,
sake
Steven
of
is the
being.
same guy
Hold
that
on. I don't even
said
see this shit. Let me see. Hold on.
Steven is the same guy that said he would start Donovan Mitchell and move Jalen Brunson to the bench.
Yeah,
So I
nah,
don't
that's
know, Steven.
yeah, that's That's crazy talk, bro.
I don't know, Steven.
Yeah, that's crazy talk. But yeah, bro.
I
There's
mean,
no
I'm not arguing with he is more athletic than Randall. Randall's
Yeah.
stronger than him. He didn't want to say that. You need to tell him to box out, stop leaking out. I agree. You got to tell Obi to box out and stop leaking out.
But he
Don't
doesn't
fall for
really
the pump
box
fake.
anybody out, though. That's the thing.
No, that's what he's saying though. He's saying Obi has to do better at that. He'll
Yeah, a
improve the
lot better.
front court long term. Then starting Randall, that's just me. I don't know. I think he's actually in agreement with us.
nah. He's saying that that Obi should start and he'll improve the front court over long term versus
Nah, nah.
that's
Obi got to show. Obi got to show us that he's a fucking starter, bro. You know, goes out there, silly foul, or doesn't know what to do, putting the ball on the floor, so he throws up that fucking brick from the corner. Everyone lives on that one game. Oh, in the end of the season, he was hitting shots. He had that one game, he hit a few threes.
Yo,
So
I was
fucking what?
you told I was just about to say pretty much the same shit.
Yeah, it's like
There've been some absolute bums in the NBA that had amazing
yes,
the
in the
2 weeks.
last fucking 2 weeks, right?
Were absolute
I think it
fucking
was like
bums.
the last 7 games.
And I'm not calling
Yeah,
Obi a
8 or
bum,
something.
right? I'm
Nah,
not calling
Obi's
him a
good.
bum.
Obi's a good piece.
I'm just trying to make a point that you can't draw a conclusion over those games because we haven't seen him do that over a season time. Whether you want to argue is because of opportunity, I'm not going to argue that. You could be right? But what I am going to say is this: until we see what he can do in extended minutes over a long period of time, I need y'all to chill with the fact that he needs to start over Julius Randle. Because of the fact of the matter is, Julius Randle adds more on the basketball court outside of his scoring than Obi does, and
But
that's
then
a
they
fact.
say this, then they say this. They say, oh, but you'll never know because you don't give minutes to Obi. But he has to one, you get a few minutes. When you fuck up, you get yanked. So you gotta earn your minutes, right? But two, the guy who was in front of you was pretty much the team. Now things are gonna change and they're trying to see your growth. So I'm sure they're gonna give him like people laugh at me when I say this. I think he'll be up at like 18 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. Uh, maybe you'll see some, I don't know, his minutes staggered between with Randall, so he sees a little time next to him. I don't know. I just think that's where he's going to end up around 18 to 20 minutes this year. They're going to give him more. And when you're getting 18 to 20, it's enough to prove yourself.
Yeah,
So if Obi is this fucking guy, I'm not saying he has to be good or be the. I'm just saying if he's what some of these dudes pump him up to be, then in 18 to 20, you'll earn more. You'll earn fucking a definite 20. Start pushing in on 22.
yeah,
They'll figure that shit out if you're that good. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. And then with the way the NBA is too, you definitely, if Obi start improving, you'll definitely start seeing a little bit of small ball lineups. You feel me? Because that also leads to an opportunity where you could probably push Julius to the 5 and have Obi run the 4. You feel me? In a small ball lineup. And I'm not saying they're gonna run that option a lot, but it's an option. You feel me? Like if we getting killed in transition because they're playing a fucking 5 that's fucking 6'7", and fucking running up and down the court past our center, he'd be like, oh well, Jules 5, Obi 4. But that's if Obi is playing up to the standards that these guys are saying that he can. You feel me?
Obi got to add something to his game, bro. He
It's,
has to like
I,
start posting up or hitting like a mid range or something, bro. There has to be like one other component because I get all these dudes are hoping and praying. Listen, the kid is young. He can turn into the greatest player ever still, you know? But to do so, to even be like a possible all-star, he has to add some like a completely different thing that he's never shown to his game. He ain't got no mid-range yet. Show us that, or show us like a consistent three, or everyone,
yo,
these the boosters like you call them or whatnot. They want him to start over Randall, but he shot the same fucking horrible fucking percentage from three, 30% with them. They're fucking, you know, he's not like a better shooter per se. You know what I'm saying? He dunks the fucking ball. I get it. I want the kid to be great too, but you know, you got to earn that shit. Honestly, he hasn't done so. I watch the games. Anybody watching this who doubts it or whatever, I've been on a live with Kevin T while we're all watching the game, talking shit about the game, you know?
Yeah,
So we
yeah.
watch the fucking games, man. You
So
can't hate Randall so much, and I'm gonna land right here, bro. You
yeah, there you
can't
go.
hate Randall so much that you're willing to almost lie about what
Yeah,
you've
fact.
seen in Obi. Like I watch Obi, bro. We haven't seen him. He can do five, 6 assists a game. He's a fucking all-star. Like,
Yo,
stop.
yo, and to your point of them damn near lying on Obi skill set, I've literally seen people say, yeah, he can help spread the floor better than Julius Randle. I'm like,
Yeah, like it's
what have y'all been watching, bro? You feel me? What have y'all been watching? Because I've seen Obi miss some of the widest of open shots horribly, like horribly. And like you
yeah.
said, I want Obi to succeed because I like Obi. You feel me? I like Obi. I think he has a lot of talent and some upside. You feel me? But it definitely a lot of things have to change. You feel me? For him to be to the level that people saying that he's going to be, he definitely have to be able to take somebody off the dribble. You feel me? Like he needs a
Yeah,
post.
give me something.
He needs at least to be able to take advantage of a mismatch in the post. Like I don't see him being able to do that. Like I've seen him have smaller guys on him, and I'm like, all right,
He don't
let's
go
work.
to it. He's
Let's
got it. I know he has a little back to basket, bro. I know
He
he can
does.
move. He got good feet.
He
I
does.
seen
He
it a
does.
couple times, but he don't use it. Like you got to make that a consistent part of your game, bro.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've seen it too
I,
because I watched a few games with him in what's the fuck
And
what school he
Dayton.
went? Yeah, Dayton. Yeah, I watched a few games with him there, and I saw him do that because he was pretty much a man amongst the boys, and that's the shit he was doing. You feel me? I'm gonna
Yeah,
hit you,
bro.
boop, 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 spin move, dunk.
Yeah, man.
yo, and I brought it up a few times before, and if I was the Knicks, man, I mean, I know at the end of the day, you got to work on your game as a player because that's your responsibility, right? But if I was the Knicks, I would try to send them to I would try to send him to go develop that post game move with Hakeem Olajuwon. That's the perfect person.
Send him to the dream camp.
Yeah, man. Because I mean, let's be real, bro. Let's be real. His post game move was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Hakeem had the best post game. I don't know. I had. I mean,
Yo,
forget it.
Hakeem single-handedly extended Amari Stoudemire's career by like 4 years, bro. Like he gave Amari Stoudemire a legit 2 years of semi-elite basketball
Yeah,
after he was physically washed up
yeah,
because Amari just learned how to move his feet. You feel me?
What
He
up?
went to he went to dream camp one summer, learned how to move his feet, and was dropping 30 almost. He had a week where he dropped 30 back that back.
Who's
Like
that?
and he
Amari, right?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
and he
This is
and he
what I'm
was
saying,
physically washed up at that point, bro. Like
bro. This is what I'm saying, bro. And
Amari
I
fucked us
remember,
though, bro. He
I,
did.
re-
He
I,
fucked us.
he did.
I
He did.
who?
Amari.
Amari, he
Oh
fucked
yeah,
us. But
but
dude,
but
like you
I
know,
remember us having this. I remember us
Yo, Tony, those wounds are still fresh, bro.
yeah, man.
yeah, yeah. I mean, that was painful to watch, but it is what it is, man.
Yeah, man.
Whatever.
But to Kev's point, man, I don't see why, because people, oh, the game is not there no more, bro. This is
It
why
is.
Shaq be saying the shit that they be saying. He's like, if I played in today's game, I would fucking average 60 points because there is nobody to stop
Yo,
a
yo,
big man. And then this is why Joel Embiid be having his fucking way with the NBA
yeah,
because
yeah,
there's nobody to stop him. Except for Rudy Gobert is the fucking closest person that's able to like slow Embiid down, and he still give Rudy Gobert work too. You feel me? Like, and that's because nobody takes the post game serious anymore. And if you are a player that are able to do that, you're going to fucking eat lovely because everybody want to play this fucking small ball basketball. If you a fucking legit power forward or center, and you got a back to the basket game, I don't care if it's average. You're still going to get 15 easy because can't nobody
Look at
do nothing
Jokic
with you.
and Embiid, bro.
Yeah.
Smoke in the NBA because can't nobody stop them because they have an actual back to the basket game.
Bro, them fucking dudes are crazy. They,
Yo,
they you know,
if Obi was to add that 3-point shot and that post game move to his game,
yeah,
he'd be
bro.
unstoppable,
Yo,
bro.
honestly, if he plays better defense, like smarter, knows where to be with his motor, yo, he can just add a 3-point shot and like he's a very good player.
Yeah.
Real shit. But it's like what I'm saying. Like he got to add every time I go over trying to make the kid a good. He has to get better, bro. A lot better. And you know he's gonna get minutes this year, bro. He's gonna get 18, 20 minutes. He's gonna
Yeah.
get go. You know, Randall's gonna play a nice part. I think Randall's gonna fit in well, and I think the Knicks are gonna, they're gonna have four guys, right? Like somewhere around like, nah, maybe more. I figure like Randall might be around 18. So will Brunson. RJ like 24. I don't know.
Yep. I think
Everybody got to
so,
add something, bro.
so you talking as the Knicks without
Yes. The way
Donovan.
we are, our Knicks today.
Yeah.
Straight
So
up on Knicks today, it's
I think
like,
I
you
think
know,
I think Julius Randle goes back to somewhere around 23. Uh,
okay.
I think RJ gets a bump. Maybe I know you went to 24 because you said 22 is too obvious, but I'm going
Yeah,
with
yeah.
20. I'm going with
You
22.
you can go, yeah, you can go with
Yeah,
22. I feel like that's where like he should be and he
yeah,
probably will settle, you know?
yeah, yeah.
Like 22-6, 22, like that.
I see Jalen Brunson staying kind of around
18?
16 to 18.
Yeah, I said that too.
What on the assists?
I
I
feel
think
like he's gonna
I think
have
he
six
goes.
to seven.
I think he might go up to 8, bro. Honestly,
All right. So
because the reason
yeah.
why I say this, a lot of pick and roll with Jules. You feel me? I think he's going to get a lot of assists from that because I don't understand how people don't. If you don't know Julius Randle is a fucking monster in pick and roll, I don't know about your basketball knowledge, bro. It's just that simple. Like he's a fucking monster in pick and roll situation. He's a nightmare, bro. Like, yo, and the reason why I won't say 6 assists, right? And I say more, because he was averaging that when he wasn't even the primary ball handler
Yeah.
on a team with a guy who's super ball dominant. He was
I
damn near averaging 6 assists, like
And
low
then and then
fives,
and then without him he averaged more, right?
damn near 8 or something like that.
Yeah,
I'll
that's why I
go I'll
say
go 18 and like 8, 18 is 7, right around there. That's where I think Brunson gonna be.
Yeah.
so
So
would you say those are all-star numbers?
for who?
Yo, you know something, bro? Yo, there's like such talent at the point guard position. I don't think he'll ever make an all-star game, bro. I
He
don't.
would he would have to jump to like 22 and like 9
Bro,
to
first of all, we got Trey Young right here. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? That's a lock. And they brought in DeJounte Murray too.
Yeah.
So who the fuck knows, man? You got fucking he's just a guy who it like fits the Knicks. It fits what we're doing. It was big because he was the biggest unrestricted free agent who didn't like opt out to fucking just re-up their contract. Like
yeah.
that
But
moved. We got the big name, you know?
like if you think about it, right? Like other than Trey Young and DeJounte Murray, who else in the East?
Uh Fred
That
Van
Van
Vliet, he's
Fred from
nice.
Toronto.
Hmm.
that Garland kid.
LaMelo.
Oh, Darius Garland, LaMelo.
Garland is stupid. Yeah, like
Yeah,
Garland is dumb. Yeah,
yeah.
bro. Yo, I'm telling you, yo, point guard is ain't you're not going at
But
point guard. But RJ, the shooting guard ain't the greatest position in the
Well,
league. So
well, LaMelo might not have Miles Bridges this year. That's gonna be
yeah, but
tough.
LaMelo is gross, bro. He's
yeah,
fucking gross.
that
Now he
boy, that
is, he is, he
that
is,
boy, nice. You feel me?
he
He
is, he
nice
is,
for
he
real.
is nice. He is
And
nice.
I feel like
And
you know,
Garland's fucking better.
Nah, Garland is a beast. I can't. I got
yeah,
no arguments with Darius Garland, bro. That kid is nice.
yeah. Yo,
And I hate to say it, but if Kyrie is still here,
Yeah, but
yeah.
Kyrie's more of a two guard though.
listen, man.
Ben is gonna be
I don't
running the
I don't
point in
ever
Brooklyn.
see I don't ever see. I mean, let's be real though. When James Harden came to Brooklyn, he said, "Here, you run the team."
Yeah, but Kyrie is still. I mean, he's a score first guard.
Yeah, he's ball dominant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's gross, bro. Like he can't be defended. That dribble, he go around everybody, bro, like a
yeah, that's a
fucking.
fact.
It's
Nah,
crazy.
he
But
does. He
but Ben,
does.
Ben Simmons is running point in Brooklyn, bro.
I
But
don't
we
think
don't
so.
know
I
how
think
he's
he's
gonna
playing
come
the
back with
four.
that back injury though.
I think
Bro,
he's playing the four, bro.
yeah,
Because if he plays the four,
That's what they need. And
that back.
he can score back to basket. He's nice in the paint. And now there's no big man next to him really. Like
yeah.
that's where they're weak. I think he fits in well if he can play.
If I'm a four and I see Ben Simmons on the other
I'm
side,
abusing
a-
him. Julius
a-
Randle will abuse
after
him.
just
No,
having back surgery
you're not. I
already,
don't think you can
I'm
abuse.
running into
Julius
him all
Randle's a
game.
different animal, bro.
You can't put Ben Simmons to guard Julius Randle, bro. He'll break his back.
No, I
You
listen.
saw what he did to Kevin Durant.
Randall's a different animal. I always say it, bro. I've heard people up here saying he's a fake tough guy, this and that. He's he's a tough dude, bro. He's fucking strong as an ox. He ain't really he's not a scary one, bro.
Yo, and that's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah. But if they play him at the four, if I'm a legitimate four and I see Ben Simmons on the other side, I'm I'm gonna abuse him, especially coming off a back injury. We're gonna see how well that healed up, buddy. We're gonna see if you go that how well that healed up because I'm going to take it to you every fucking time, bro.
Posting
But
you up. I
bro,
might have Julius Randle posting
but
him up all game
but
long.
to the original point of I think RJ could possibly make an all-star game because I already
Yeah,
think that
bro.
I already think if you look at the way he played defense last year and he continued to progress off of that, I think RJ Barrett might be, and I'm just talking about two-way players, might be a top 15 two-way player in the NBA already, right? Two-way.
If he gets up to that 24, he is, bro.
Two-way
He
player.
That
is.
RJ
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, Donnie Mitch averaged what, 25 or 26?
Yep. It
And I'm
25.
and if you go look at any rankings on all different websites, how they rank the NBA, Donnie Mitchell is a top 20 player.
yeah.
Top 20.
I
So I mean, if RJ bumps up to 24 on his fourth year when he's what, 22,
I think RJ Barrett,
23?
yeah, he's 21 now. I don't know when his birthday is.
Holy, so he'll be 22 years old.
Yeah.
22 years old and he jumps to 24 points. Yeah, they'll start, those fucking,
I
And
think RJ Barrett don't get
that
the
shit'll start
respect that he
coming.
deserves. RJ Barrett don't get the respect that he deserves because he's not flashy.
but he
Like
could have hit.
Yo,
he'll get
you remember that dude Jonathan? He said Tyler Hero is better than RJ in your space. It was
Oh
my
my
first or second
god.
space ever.
Yo, I thought you was gonna lose your mind that time, son.
He did lose his mind, bro. We had to tell him to calm down. We had to tell him to calm down.
Come on, bro. That's fucking crazy, man.
Yo,
Yo,
but
holy
oddly
shit.
enough, that's been the narrative since their
Nah,
rookie
that's
season.
crazy, bro. That's
But since their
crazy.
rookie season, am I lying, Kev? Like I did a whole like fucking segment about why RJ Barrett is better than Tyler Hero because this was what was being said. That Tyler Hero, after their first season, is like, oh, he's better. And I'm like, what
Yo,
kind of basketball are y'all watching?
Tyler only plays one way, and he plays next to dudes on his team that like nobody's looking at you, kid. I'm sorry, but like the defense ain't set up to stop you. You know
If I
what I'm
got to
saying?
decide, who I'm gonna stop, Jimmy Butler or Tyler Hero, who's gonna do me the
Yeah.
most damage?
You got Bam over there who was looking like the two when Lowry's healthy, even though he wasn't in the playoffs. When he's
Yeah,
healthy, even though he's older, bro, like Tyler Hero is, he's that six man. He comes in like there's a reason for that, bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Silly.
RJ
Gonna see a
Barrett,
different Knicks team this year, man.
RJ
Brunson's
I
gonna
do
change a
too.
lot.
RJ
If
Barrett is
if we
a
keep this
future
team
superstar.
intact,
I've been saying RJ Barrett is a future star since he came into the league, and I'm
Yeah,
sticking to my guns on that. You
yeah,
feel
and
me,
bro.
he could have averaged 24 points last year had he made his free throws.
bruh? I believe
Yes,
like
or
close
23, something
20,
like that.
yeah, something
Something
like that,
like that.
close, uh, bruh. I, and I think that's need to be the biggest improvement of
Yeah,
his game.
but 41% on field goal too. So realistically, he has to tighten that up too. We would like him realistically. You would like your your primary guard to be at like 46. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? You want him over like 45 and up. You don't want him at 41. So my point is, if you tighten up to 44, you're gonna be at 24 points.
yo, and just to throw this out there, what I mean, random fact. Uh, excuse me. If you look at Donovan Mitchell came into the NBA at 21 years old.
Yeah, 20
You look,
points that year, I think.
you look at him and RJ's numbers, not too far off, man. Not too far off. Like, and I'm just throwing those. I like throwing those kind of random joints out there about RJ Barrett. There's a few people. If you look at their stats at 21, RJ Barrett's stats is better. There's a
Yeah,
few people. You look at the stat, RJ stats is better at 21. The only thing that you could probably point out is the field goal percentage and the what you call it, the free throw percentage. But other than that, like guys are not rebounding at the same clip.
yeah,
Was it?
we did a few of those, right?
Uh,
Then we say a Tedacumpo,
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Bradley Beal.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah. Some people got
Yeah,
to build their game brick by brick, man. And that's
Yeah.
just how it is. You feel me? And I think RJ Barrett is one of those guys. And I knew that when we got him. I'm like, well, he ain't ready to be the guy yet, but he has to build his game brick by brick. And then you always, when you see him talking about going into the offseason, is always talking about like him adding something else to his game. And what he was saying going into this offseason, he wanted to be better at the mid range. I think he was talking about going to link up with somebody. I forgot who he said he was going to link up with to work on his mid range shot. I think it was either I think it was DeRozan or some shit like that. He
Yeah.
said he was going to link up with in the offseason to help work on his mid range shot. You feel me? And if he does that, bruh, if he becomes a legit like 3-level scorer, bro, that 24 that Tony was talking about, that shit is really attainable. You feel me?
Yeah.
If because now you don't have to just force your way to the rim. You have to make people honor the fact that hey, he could stop and hit this little 15-footer on me and make that shit all night. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, but he's definitely going
yo,
to
he,
fuck.
he he sets himself up and takes that shot a good amount of times, bro. I'm telling you, it's only a matter of time before it starts falling at that rate that we want it to.
Yeah,
He wants that shit. RJ, like, he wants greatness, and he works at it. He's a hard worker. He's a good kid.
Yeah.
I think when we talk about my fault, Kev, I think when we talking about built for the city, I knew from the jump he was built for the city, son.
Yeah,
Like I knew coming in, I was like, oh yeah, yeah, he ready, bro. He ain't gonna let this motherfucking cesspool of fans
Yeah, I'll be right
rattle
back.
his
Be
fucking
right back.
cage and media rattle his fucking cage, bro. You feel me? And that's why I think I love most about RJ Barrett. Like he's so even fucking killed, bro.
Yeah. And Julius Randle is the complete opposite. He's a fucking firecracker.
Bruh. I always said I'd rather that than watching one of my best
Yeah.
players on the
But
court fucking smiling while we getting blown out
yeah,
by
but yo,
fucking
you want
20.
I agree with you. I want a little edge from my main player, but the way he is with the shit, he's more like the power forward on the team who's like the third option does that shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like you can't be the fucking main guy with all kids who are younger than you getting paid nothing. And they know you're the nicest right now. Like right now, you're the best one. That's why you're running this offense and putting up the numbers, you know? But I don't
Nah,
know.
I agree
Like,
with you on that, bro. I agree with you on that, right? Like he shouldn't be doing those fucking things. But I'm saying, if you gonna ask me, what would I rather? We getting blown out by 20 and I gotta watch him fucking smiling on the court like Kemba Walker, or him throwing a fucking temper tantrum because he's playing like shit, the team's playing like shit, and we getting smacked around. At least I know he fucking cares. Like,
yeah, nah,
at
I
least,
agree with you.
at least I know this
I'm that
means
guy
something.
too. I feel that's a more old school mindset, bro. I feel like that's why getting, you know, there's like, I don't know. I feel like that's not really what people want to see nowadays, bro. They
Yeah,
want
everybody want to
like,
fucking kumbaya and shit.
yeah, exactly,
I'm not
bro.
a
That's
fucking
exactly it.
kumbaya guy,
I
bro.
feel the same fucking way, bro. The same motherfucking way.
Bro,
It's a fact.
if we could be best of fucking friends, right? But if we in a competitive sport, for that time that
Oh
we're
yeah.
playing the game, I'm
Yeah.
gonna fucking talk to you and treat you like you my worst enemy because
Yeah,
I
fuck
want to
you.
win. Word.
Yes.
I'm going to win. I'm going to call you all kinds of motherfuckers. I'm going to call you all kinds of fucking scrubby bastards. You can't do shit. You ain't never been shit your whole life. I'm going to say all these things to you while we playing. And then right after, yo, I love you, bro. I'm not a kumbaya motherfucker when it's time for competition, bro.
I remember one year in the playoffs, I forget what team it was. It was recent, but they did the Isaiah Thomas Pistons shit. They just walked off the court
Yeah.
after they lost. They didn't dap them or nothing. It might have been a team with Chris Paul on it. I forget. They walked
Oh,
off the court, but
yeah.
anyway, I respected it. Like I actually liked it.
Like, fuck you guys. Like,
I
yeah,
mean, like
you.
they just got beat. I think they got beat in a playoff game. It was like, yo, fuck out of here. I'm not walking around and smacking hands and asses and shit. Like,
Word.
yo, good game. Get the fuck out of here. I'm tight.
GG, bro. GG, bro. Like, fuck
Yeah,
out
like
of
get the
here.
fuck out of here. I'm fucking angry right now, bro.
Yeah, that's definitely us being old school, bro. Because
Yeah.
I liked when players didn't like each other, bro.
Oh
I
yeah. Come on,
I
man.
liked when I knew the two guys standing across from each other couldn't fucking stand each other.
Yeah,
I
bro.
love that shit. I love
Mm-hmm.
the fact that Michael Jordan and Reggie Miller used to fucking hate each other. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
It made for good TV.
Yeah,
You feel
fuck
me?
you.
It made for good TV. Because when I love when somebody's that's why I hate this whole like you gotta be sportsmanship. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I love the old days when motherfuckers was dunking on a motherfucker, then look at him and yell in his face. You feel me? Like some of the best highlights I like is when Sean Kemp dunked on the boy and pointed at him on the floor. I love that shit.
Yeah. They call that shit for nothing now. Forget it, bro.
You dunk and you look at somebody too long. T.
That shit is crazy, bro.
My bad, fellas.
Yo,
All
you
good, bro.
remember when Tim Hardaway caught that and one, he was yelling yes in the motherfucker face. I like that shit, bro. I like that shit. That's my kind of competitive shit right there, bro.
You
If you
remember when who was that kid that we Peyton when Alfred Payton bodied Crowder for for shooting that
Oh
three?
yeah, I remember that.
yeah. I like
I
that
love
kind of
that shit.
I like that kind of shit, bro. And if you don't like
Yeah.
what I'm doing, stop it, bro. If you don't like me celebrating every time I fucking score on you, stop it. Stop it.
Yeah.
That's your job. Stop it. Because if not, I'm going to
Yeah.
dunk on you again.
That's what we like. We like the gritty, you know, like people loved what was that kid? Jared Jeffries. Remember that year or two he took all the charges? He
Yeah.
would take a charge every fucking game. Like
And he was a fucking
like
bum.
we love that. Yeah, that's my point. That's my people fucking love him because of that grit. But he's a fucking bum, bro. If he's playing on your team is trash.
And he got a stupid contract, if I'm not mistaken. I'm like, oh my goodness,
bruh. Yeah, those
Nah,
good
there was
old.
worse than him, bro.
Those were the worst days.
There was worse than him, bro.
Yo,
We
they were
had
just giving out free money. Here,
David Lee
take
was
that.
good.
Yeah, I was mad when we let David Lee go.
Yeah, David Lee was good, bro.
But
Yeah.
in hindsight, he started having health issues. So,
Oh, this one right here was the best one though. I rest in peace to Kobe, man.
oh yeah, that was the one. That was the one.
The bim bam bip bop.
Cause I ain't gonna lie. I hated young Kobe, son. I had disdain for young Kobe, bro. I did not like young Kobe, son. Like the whole 8 saga. When he was wearing 8, I fucking hated Kobe Bryant. So when I saw the 2-piece in the biscuit, I was at the TV like, yeah! Fuck him! Yeah!
Yeah, bro.
But you know what set that off was the elbow to the chest, though.
Yeah.
People don't talk about that enough. They'll be like, oh, you know, Chris Childs, this and that, but man, Obi gave him a good forearm to the chest.
Yeah. Lord, you got it. I mean, I love that shit, bro. I was screaming at my TV.
He was screaming in his face. Bip, bip.
Yo, he gave him the biggest 2-piece ever, bro. It was like, and it happened so fast.
Yeah, Chris was just ready, bro.
Ready for that shit.
Yo, even you can see how shocked Kobe was. He was like, "Oh shit, this nigga just oh shit."
Yo, Matt, I ain't gonna front. That's one of my favorite fight like it wasn't even a fight. My favorite wild out moments in the NBA. Where Meta World Peace elbowed James Harden. That shit was hilarious.
Oh yeah.
He's a moron. He was great at a time, man.
Yo, that was crazy. That
shit was hilarious, bro. I was like, cause it was so random. It was so random. Nah, but you right. Ron Artest was nice. You feel me?
Yeah. At a time, he was nice.
He was nice in like the most awkward of ways of being nice. Like everything he did just looked so fucking unnatural to him, but he could do it. Like his shooting form, awful. Like his dribbling, awful. But it was effective for some strange reason. And he was a fucking lockdown defender.
You know what's funny? How they ban players for doing certain things, right? But Ron Artest literally jumped in the stands to fight fans, bro, and he ain't get banned for that.
He fought him.
He actually fought these niggas. Like he was throwing punches at these and he did not get banned
he
for that.
shot 5 with like 2 people. So did Steve Jack. All right. And then a reporter, thank God for the water on the ground.
Word.
Jermaine O'Neal came running over to ice somebody and slipped.
Bro, you want to know the funniest shit was when the dude ran up on him and stood in front of him and he looked at him and was like, "Pah!"
Yo, what the fuck son thought he was doing, bro? Like, yo, listen, bro. I already know. I'm a tiny guy, right? I'm fucking 5'5", but I'm not scared of nobody. But I'm not running up on a fucking 6'10" guy, a professional athlete,
who's an animal, who you know is already an animal. Never mind that he's that big. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
We got to remind people that this man is from Queensbridge Projects.
Yeah.
I'm not running up
Like,
on
your man
fucking.
is from Queensbridge, bro.
I'm not. What am I? What am I going to do to him? Nothing, bro. You feel me? What he could do to me?
Yo, he
Send me to
laid
the
on the
fucking hospital.
table. I'm not saying what they did was right, but
Nah.
like how I feel when I watch the shit, it's like, yo, you also doing that whole lay on the table disrespect thing in our arena. It's like, yo, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, as a diehard fan, I don't agree with, yo, fans shouldn't throw shit at them like when they lose and they walking through the breeze
Yeah.
the hallway or whatnot. Yo, you shouldn't hit them with no bottle of water or something like that.
Nah.
But like when he started acting a fool and laying on the table in your house and shit, like, you know, it's, I don't know, in a way, it was kind of like, yo, fuck you, I guess. You know, I don't really hate that dude for throwing that shit.
Nah,
But
I fucking
if
hate
you're
that
willing
dude.
to do that, if you're willing to do that, then be willing to square up, bro.
You know
Bro,
why I fucking
straight
hate
up.
that dude? Because after he threw it, he kind of he blended in himself into the crowd. You feel
Yo,
me?
he did.
He blended
Nah,
He
but
himself into
did.
the
they
crowd.
grabbed the
Yo,
dude
He
next
did.
to
no,
him.
no, no,
They,
no. Yo, Tony, you gotta watch the documentary on it, bro.
Yeah, he
yo,
did.
didn't
Yo,
they
because
grab the dude next to him?
yeah,
Yeah.
like yo, he ran right past the guy. The guy slid to the side. Yo, he slid to the side, and then the
These-
Yo,
man
he
next to him
literally,
caught the whop wop. You feel me? Like
no. Oh
yo,
my
he
God.
attacked the
I don't
wrong
yeah,
person.
I remember that, but I thought he then got involved. No?
nah, son slid
Oh
off, bro. Nah, he did actually. No, he didn't. He didn't.
nah.
He didn't get involved at all. You feel me? Like I think he may have tried to grab somebody, but he ain't catch no pain though.
But
He ain't throw no punches.
Well, you know,
that whole shit was because as crazy as that motherfucker is, listen to me, bro. Go read that body language. Go watch that series. He didn't want no smoke with Ben Wallace, bro.
oh
Bro,
nah,
That's why that whole shit took place, bro.
did you
nah,
see
that's
like
Because
bad.
he ain't want to let that shit off on Ben, bro.
because
Yeah, that's true. But
you
Ben,
know
come
how
on, but Ben Watt, but Ben, come on, man.
Ben,
Ben was a
he was a fucking tank, son.
yeah, man.
Was the strongest dude in the league for years.
He was a fucking tank. Yo, and you know why I really hate that guy? You feel me? That threw the cup. Because as much as I hate Reggie Miller, right? Fucking hate that guy too, right? I wouldn't be mad if he got a ring though. You feel me? He's one of those guys that put in the work, been in the league long enough,
Oh, I agree with you.
and that was his year.
Not over Pat, though.
Now, not over Pat. You feel me? Pat was
Nah.
already out of the picture, pretty much. Pat was out of the picture.
Who we talking about?
Reggie.
Oh,
That was his year. The Pacers that year was the best team in at least the East. You feel me?
What year?
The year of the Malice of the Palace.
Oh,
Where they had Jermaine O'Neal, Ron Artest, Reggie Miller. I forgot who
Steven
was running.
Jackson.
Steven Jackson. I forgot who was running point for them. But it's a good point guard.
was it Jamal Tinsley?
I think so. It might have been Jamal.
Wow.
Oh,
Or was
I
it
I
Ben?
can't.
Travis? What was that kid?
Oh,
I forget.
Knicks 100. I'm not rooting for Reggie Miller. I said I wouldn't have been mad if he got his championship. Let's not get that
Travis
shit.
Best. There he
Yeah.
goes.
Let's not get that shit
Travis
confused,
Best,
bro. So yeah, but that them
My boy
losing, I mean
Steve Kennedy.
them losing Jermaine O'Neal for the rest of the season kind of fuck, or however many games that he was suspended. Ron Artest being suspended for the whole year. That shit ruined everything. You feel me? That shit ruined everything.
Yo, because I'm telling you, Ron Artest became like one of their best fucking scorers too. It wasn't just his defense. The dude
Yeah,
was going for points.
facts. And then Ron Artest, after that shit happened, next year he dipped. Go to LA and get a fucking ring. but
With Kobe.
shout out to him the first thing he said is, "Yo, I feel like a coward." After the one of the greatest moments of his life, the first thing that come out his mouth on the interview is like, "I feel like a coward for running from that situation in Indiana." I was like,
Mm.
"Oh, this nigga different."
Yeah, he definitely was. But they're all like that, bro. Dennis Rodman was like that too. Similar player, just lacked the offense, but similar player, bro.
I wouldn't even say like the offense, just refused to play offense. You
Yeah,
feel me?
he like didn't really have no moves or nothing. But bro, his defense and rebounding, it was so crazy that, you know, it was like
Anybody
it's literally on a different level. And so was Ron Artest. People
facts,
need to know that. Like Ron
facts.
Artest's defense was like different. Like I
Yeah,
know people say, oh, Kawhi. Kawhi's a great defender. He ain't fucking Ron Artest, bro. That's totally different animal.
yeah.
Complete. You know, the
Yo,
same
fuck
as
it.
Rodman, different.
Rodman was a beast because anybody averaging 20 rebounds a game on the season, bro.
16. It's crazy, bro.
Like,
No. And he used to take your best player out of the game, but mentally. Like
Yeah,
he would fuck
bro.
with you mentally to take you out of the game.
facts,
I feel like that
facts.
kid that the Spurs drafted is gonna be like them. Bugged out, bugged out dude, but it's gonna be a fucking animal on like defense and rebound. And I'm not
Yeah,
talking about like good at it, like like a 10 and 10 with 2 blocks. Like I'm talking about different. Like Ron Artest was different, bro. Different.
yeah. That's a fact.
Defensive player of the year, like defense team every year. Just incredible, bro.
That's a fact. That's a
You
fact.
know,
I
different than these dudes, the dudes today. I don't know.
Ron Artest was everything that Draymond Green wanted to be.
It's too bad that
Draymond is good though.
He is. He is.
he's a good all around
Like
player.
defense, he's honestly his defense is incredible. He plays perimeter, down low. He literally, like people say, oh, he defends 1 through 5. Like that he actually does, bro. Fucking Draymond, I hate him. He's probably like the only player in the league that Kyrie too. So I probably got like 2 players in the whole league that I hate. A bunch I dislike, but hate is probably them two.
I hate to hear Draymond talk. I don't like to hear him talk.
He's disrespectful as fuck, and I don't know. He puts shit into a certain context that I don't know. He makes like narratives, and he's disrespectful to the history of the game. I've seen him shit on like dudes who honestly they're better than him all time. I don't care if he has more rings. These dudes,
Yeah,
Rob Ory has a lot more rings than most people, bro, and he was a really good player.
yeah,
But you know what I'm getting at? It's like there's
yeah.
dudes who are just better ball players than you, bro.
I agree with that, bro. And that's the reason why I was talking about something like this on the last live I did, but I was directing it towards Kendrick Perkins. It's like, yo, my man's, you have a lot of shit to talk about when you wasn't even that fucking good, bro. How can you be so
Uh,
hypercritical
he, he
of
was good at
guys
like one thing.
that you wasn't even a quarter of the player that they are? You feel me? Like, I don't want to hear your fucking critiques on what Kevin Durant should be doing. You can't do half of the shit Kevin Durant could do on the court.
Yeah,
I don't want. Well, why do I gotta listen to you talk about how what fucking John Morant has to do to be great? If you knew what the fuck it took to be great, how come you didn't do it, motherfucker? Like,
yeah,
if
that's
you
a
knew
fact.
what it took to be great, I want to hear what's good, Pimp Juice. If I want to hear somebody tell somebody what it takes to be great, I'm gonna listen to a Shaq. I'm gonna listen to crazy
Different,
ass, crazy ass Charles Barkley, because even though he never won a ring, you can't say that Charles Barkley wasn't a motherfucking dog. You feel me?
bro.
It,
That's actually the dude that Draymond like disrespected. That's one of them.
bro,
He
like,
like, why would I ever listen to you? I have more rings than you, or some shit like that. It was just like,
bro,
bro,
Charles
you gotta
Barkley would
be
have
kidding me, man.
Charles
Kidding
Barkley
me.
would have ate fucking Draymond Green's food, bro.
A lot of people would have ate his food, bro.
Like if Draymond Green had to guard Charles Barkley in his prime, it would have been fucking ugly for Draymond Green, bro. Charles Barkley was going for 30, 10, and 6 every night he played Draymond Green, bro.
Oh, just imagine him playing against Charles Barkley, Xavier McDaniels, Anthony Mason. Like,
Why would I listen to that? That's the kind of shit that pissed me off right there. What you mean? Why would you listen to Charles Barkley? Even though he never won a ring, bro, he was a fucking dog. He's a wait, hold on. Draymond Green didn't make top 75, did he?
who?
Draymond.
Nah,
Exactly. My point.
I don't
Charles,
think so.
Charles Barkley made it. You feel me? Draymond ain't no fucking top 75. So how dare you fucking fix your face and say that he did? How the fuck did he make top 75? Barry said he did. Hold on, I gotta Google that. That's cat, bro. That gotta be cat. I got to Google that. Did Draymond Green make the top 75 players of all time? Oh no, he was snubbed. That's what they said. He was snubbed. He was a fucking snub. He don't fucking belong. He belong on there.
Yeah, I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't think he made it.
Nah, he didn't. He didn't. And motherfucker, and you got the nerve to talk about Charles Barkley, bro. Just because people could put up a microphone don't mean they need to be talking to the masses, bro. Because they say some dumb shit. Say some dumb shit, bro.
I don't know, man. Charles Barkley was abusive. Charles Barkley was abusive, man. His post game was insane, bro.
Bro,
I don't know if Draymond will be able to handle that.
and I think that goes along with the whole new narrative that a lot of the young people saying it, like when they talk about guys that are like of the 90s and the 80s and so on and so forth, calling them plumbers and shit like that. I'm like, yo, bro, you act like it ain't fucking real live burgers playing in the NBA right now, bro. You feel me?
Yeah.
But you act
And
like
making,
go ahead. Oh, yeah.
And making good money too.
Yeah, bro, and you act like it ain't real live burgers in the NBA right now, and you got the nerve to call the guys that Michael Jordan and them were playing against, the guys that Magic Johnson and them was playing against, plumbers and shit. Like they weren't fucking guys that you don't even really hear about as often that were fucking killers, bro. Like I'll be watching videos and they be like, who was guarding Michael Jordan? Fucking Dan Marley. I was like, do you know who the fuck Dan Marley is, bro? Have you ever watched him play fucking basketball?
Yo, Dan Marley.
Because if you did, and even if you looked at his fucking stat line, you'd be like, oh shit, this guy was a fucking legit baller, bro. But these fucking young kids, and I'm Tony, I don't know if you was listening. I'm kind of tying into, Draymond being disrespectful to Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
These fucking young kids would be like, oh, Michael Jordan wasn't playing against nobody. He was playing against plumbers. Dan Marley. Who the fuck is Dan Marley? Bro, this is what I'm saying.
That's
like
crazy, yeah.
Dan Marley was a fucking legit fucking baller, bro. What are you talking about? That's just the whole narrative with these young kids because they feel some kind of way that us older people don't consider LeBron James the GOAT. And we don't consider him the GOAT is because we actually lived through watching both of them fucking play basketball.
Yeah. Silly stuff sometimes, bro.
We lived through it.
I wouldn't even put him over Kobe, man.
That's debatable.
Yeah. I'll be honest. LeBron, to me, LeBron is the second best player ever.
I would agree with that.
But I got crazy takes because like a lot of people, especially now, because it's very all the leagues or what have you done for me lately? So like people put like lately, especially put Curry in there, and like to me, there's there's a lot of players I have ahead of Curry. So I don't know if that does anything for anybody for the understanding of where I think LeBron is. You know what I'm saying, or
Yeah.
how good.
I'm not mad at the argument of Curry probably being top 10. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. And I'm gonna tell you why. Arguably one of the best ball handlers in his generation. Clearly the best shooter of all time.
3-point
Uh
shooter.
yeah, yeah, I'll take that. You feel me? Clearly the best 3-point shooter of all time. Uh and multi-champion. Like, you people want to make the argument that, you know, KD came and gave him those rings. I think that there was a possibility that they could have won without KD. And people like to say that, oh, they were scared of LeBron, they couldn't beat LeBron. They was up 3-1 that series, one game away from winning. You don't think they could have done it again? You feel me? Like, that's arguable, but that's hypothetical, of course.
Well, everyone knew after that 3-1, so they were up. Right. I think it went. I forget how to lay out one of the games, but when they went up 3-1, I believe it was at least two in a row the Warriors had won at that point. And you just felt like, yeah, like this is over. They're gonna fucking go back to Cleveland. They're gonna lose that fucking game. And then Draymond, right? Draymond got suspended,
Yeah,
or was it? It was something like that.
yeah,
So
that's what happened.
they won the one game back in Cleveland, and the Draymond suspension
And
basically
then
gave them enough to fucking get it to
and then
seven to game
Iguod-
7, and then the LeBron takeover.
Iguodala got hurt,
Yup.
Yeah,
and whoever the starting center was got hurt too in Game 6.
Didn't Draymond Green get suspended a game?
Yeah, nah,
yeah,
yeah, that's what Tony said.
that's what I was
That's
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
that
yeah.
was like the sequence of events. Like,
Yup.
Draymond got suspended.
You knew
Igud,
they would win the game at home. Like that's how it like it even
Iguodala,
felt like that.
and then Iguodala got hurt, and
But
then
Iguodala played.
yeah, but he was playing through an injury, and having to guard LeBron hurt. That ain't nothing fun.
Yeah,
And then they starting center was out for like the last 2 games or some shit like that. Yeah, I mean, so it was a sequence of events that led to that. But my whole point was that even without KD, I think they still go back to the finals. And then the injury to Clay happened. They missed a couple
possible.
of years. Yeah, like, of course, it's possible. Anything could happen. But to me, all likelihood, they go back to the finals. I didn't see anybody in the West that was gonna stop them.
Well.
Maybe KD if he stayed in fucking OKC because he was up 3-1 against them. KD possibly could have stopped them from getting to the finals. But other than that, I didn't see anybody else really. But to make my whole point and land this fucking plane, there's an argument. I'm not saying that he is, but I'm just saying I'm not mad at the argument if somebody wanted to make that Steph could possibly be top 10.
I'd have to see like what like most people have at the top 10. My shit might be different. Um, I don't know. As
Just
far as like
for
a
shits and giggles,
talent
let's
in
do it.
the, I mean, as far as a talent in the league, see, I don't know. I feel like Curry is the guy who's great, no doubt, but he gets to that like tippy tip top tier, at least in talks, because of like how the stars aligned for him. Because of yes, he's great, but he also got like the perfect system, the perfect coach, the like all them players. You've seen what happens when the other guys aren't in. They suck without Draymond. They suck without Clay, or maybe not suck, but they didn't make the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Curry
Steph was
goes
hurt.
off.
Steph
Curry
was
goes
hurt those
off.
2 years too, though.
No,
Steph
only
was
one. Only one. He played
he,
the other. He ended
but
up leaving at the end of the season, right? No, he didn't even leave at the end of the season. He played. They got
now he didn't
knocked
play.
out of the play-in.
I think he got hurt like mid-season or something like that. He missed a few games though.
Yeah, a few games, but he was there and he went off. he puts up his numbers, but that's my point. He needs, like, you have to put a system around him. It's not like LeBron. You put LeBron on a fucking terrible team and he fucking carries them, bro.
Yeah.
You know
I
what I'm
also
saying?
I also think stars align for LeBron too, because that whole
Yeah.
time when he was on that whack ass Cleveland team, the East was shit. The East was literal shit. You feel me?
Yeah,
Because he was getting bumped in the
Real bad.
playoffs. He was getting
but
bumped in the playoffs every year
when
by
when I say the stars align, I mean, like, there's certain players that go to certain places, and it's
yeah,
like it's just like Tim Duncan.
yeah,
That was an off year because I think Robinson was hurt or whatnot. They fucking fuck around and get the lottery pick, the first pick, and they
yeah,
get Tim Duncan, and he's phenomenal. And they build that system around that, like Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili. They weren't like amazing players. Never one year were they the best at their position. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But the way they all worked together with
yeah,
Popovich, it was. I mean, how many they win, right?
yeah, yeah. But
So
LeBron,
it's like
so
perfect. LeBron had to run around.
what I was getting at with LeBron, especially his run when he's taking that trash ass, because that team that he was taking to the finals was fucking ass. You feel me? But so was the East. He was getting bumped. He was getting bumped. No, that was
Nah,
before the
man.
Celtics. That was before the Celtics. So he was running through the East because the East was trash. The
Yeah, it was like
hottest thing,
only Orlando,
the hottest thing in Orlando, and then it was, you know,
Detroit in the
Detroit had
beginning.
their 2 years. You
Hmm.
feel me? They had those 2 years in the beginning, and then they became shitty. But it was only Orlando. So he was running through the fucking East because everybody was trash. And then the big three formed in Boston. They was kicking his ass every year. So he figured, hey,
Yeah, but he didn't win no ring.
that's a fact. That's because San Antonio and the Lakers was still there. He was
Yeah,
getting his ass kicked by San Antonio and LA. So that happened.
when Curry was doing his thing, and then when they drafted those other guys, and they all started playing together, and Jackson taught them to, like, come together through defense. They got that part down, and then Kerr took over and knew
Yeah,
where the NBA was today, and implicated his game, how he played, but for for 30 something minutes. That's what happens.
yeah.
I
But
mean,
yeah, I mean, everybody got their own perspective on what the top 10 is. Obviously, mine is Michael Jordan number one, LeBron number two. Uh,
it's weird to look at it though. How do you, like, if you bringing in trophies and shit like that is different. Like, people are put in certain positions. I'm talking about, like, just the talent of the player and what they could do. Like, to me, as far as I don't know. I don't even want to say crazy takes. It's hard for me to just say, I don't know. Curry is straight out better than guys like Allen Iverson or I don't know. That's tough, man.
again, I'm saying I'm not mad at the argument. You feel me? I'm not saying that I agree or disagree. I'm saying I'm not mad at the argument. Like if somebody want to make the argument, I'll there's an understanding for it. You feel me? Because I also think talent comes into a play, and also think is how you also revolutionize the game in your own way. And I feel like Steph helped do that. I don't give him 100% credit for changing the NBA to the way it is today. I think D'Antoni gets a lot of that credit too. You feel me? 7 seconds or less offense, what kind of ushered in, you know, the change. Steph Curry just ended up being the face to it. You feel me? Even though he never played in that system, but the high threes, Steph Curry made it look sexy. You feel me? Like he made coming down the court, taking a quick 3-point shot look sexy, and they put his face to it. But he, in his own way, he revolutionized the game. You feel me? Like, uh, but Allen Iverson, like I wouldn't even be mad if somebody made an argument for Allen Iverson. Like,
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's hard for me to really say that because he never got a ring. But like, if you look at for the majority of his career, who he played with, that's what I mean by like the stars aligning. Like,
yeah.
you can only do so much. You know what I'm saying?
AI's whole prime, he played with bums.
Like, it's incredible that he dragged a team like that to the fucking finals. And I
That's
just feel some guys they 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 play is it's more dominant at least. Like I think they were, but it's hard for me to say that because Curry goes for like 29, 30 points, and he's incredible. But it's just I don't know, running around the pick and throwing up that three. It's very hard to run all night. I get it. Shoots effortlessly,
but so
like, but
what I will say
I
about
don't know.
Curry being dominant, I've watched Curry change the tide of a game by himself. I'm seeing like
That
how many
it's
times,
that three ball, bro.
yeah, how many times we seen, the Warriors be down fucking 15, 16 points mid to late third quarter, and Steph Curry go, "Don't worry, guys, I got it. Don't worry,
Yeah.
guys, I got it. I'm
But
about to
yo, if
turn
they
up on
don't
these
have their
motherfuckers."
system, if they don't have their system, they don't win. They need like all their pieces to win. You know what I'm saying? Where
Yeah.
like a team with a guy like to me, Durant and Curry. If you ask who's a better player, to me it's not a conversation. It's not close.
So now this also like when you are top is I think talent is a big part, obviously. But I think it's also factors too when you talk about the greatest of all time. Like when you putting that list together, there's other non. How can I put it?
Yo, bro, Kevin Durant came to that guy's team and it was his team. Like I get all the underwriting, the fucking heart and soul type shit of it. Oh, it's always Curry's team. Yeah, I get it. That's fucking cute. But yo, the best fucking guy on the team was Kevin Durant. Period.
I mean, yeah, I think Kevin Durant also benefit crazy from the Steph Curry effect too.
Of
And
course,
Clay Thompson.
not the I don't. He benefited from that system. Sure, you're getting fucking way more open looks.
Yeah.
But
So and
Yeah, because
Tyrone Lue,
you had two of the best shooters on the team as well, so that's gonna open up the floor
Tyrone Lue
for him.
said Tyrone Lue said their game plan was to try to stop Steph Curry. It wasn't try to stop KD. He said, "Hey, we gonna double team this motherfucker soon as he hit half court on a team with Kevin Durant is on the court." You feel me? Like this is Tyrone Lue's words, bro. Like I'm paraphrasing, of course. You feel me? Tyrone Lue said, "We gonna double team Steph Curry soon as motherfucker hit half court, son." On a team where KD is on it. Like, you feel me? So how many times in the finals that we seen me playing the Cavs that KD was getting literal free runs to the fucking rim because the defense was concerned about Steph Curry?
I
You
don't
feel
think
me?
so, bro.
This is a fact. I'm not, yo, Tony, I'm not making this shit up.
I've
This is
heard it before. I just never
I've
seen it.
I've seen actual video footage of people breaking it down of fast breaks where there's people back to defend and both guys run to defend Steph Curry. And KD runs right to the basket and dunks it. Bow. You feel me?
They
I'm not in the business of bullshitting to make my take sound good. You feel me?
no,
I don't
I
like
just
that.
my shit is like the whole year, even through the playoffs, before the playoffs, the number one option on the team was Durant. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he wasn't seeing nobody. They were playing him with LeBron. Like, yo, Durant, to me, it's not even like I'm not even kidding. It's not close. If you asking for like who if you got to go back and have a guy for his career, not with their team, just that player, I take Durant 10 to 10, bro.
Yeah,
10 to 10.
and again, back to what I was saying about, you know, about the greatest all time thing. Like, yes, talent is a big part, but heart also matters too. Motherfuckers know KD ain't like that, bro.
Yeah. So
It,
Kawhi either. And I probably honestly, if I had a healthy Kawhi for 10 years, I might fuck around and take Kawhi too.
nah, Kawhi got more heart than KD.
Nah, not to me, bro.
Kawhi got more
Kawhi,
heart than
yo,
KD.
that Kawhi's the one who started this what do you call it? Not the minutes restriction, the night off shit.
Yeah. Well, he didn't really. Pop started that with Tim
Nah,
Duncan.
nah, he started that shit, bro.
Pop been.
Say, nah, he's the one who said, yo, I'ma tell you
Oh, he started
Oh
the
yeah,
resting
games that
Tim
I'm out.
Duncan and Tony Parker and them, right?
Yeah, nah, he did that shit on like he took nights off versus like shittier teams, or when the
yeah,
game didn't matter, he would let them sit on like a back-to-back away and
yeah.
shit like that. He
The
did.
low management.
Yeah, yes. But Kawhi was the first dude to come up
Listen,
like, yo,
fuck you. I'm
I'm
not playing.
yeah, like I'm
yeah,
doing load management for myself
that's
and
a
sit
fact.
games
So,
out.
what I mean by what I was trying to say. You all right, Tony. You all right. But what I'm saying is, if I'm going into a playoff game and I gotta have a win, I want Kawhi over KD.
Really?
Yeah, I want
You
Kawhi over
said,
KD.
I mean,
you
yo,
said
listen,
what?
after
You said
what
what?
we see, he
If I
said in
gotta have a win, if I gotta
a
have a win, I want.
playoff win, he'd lean on Kawhi over KD.
Tony.
I mean, what we
And
just saw with with Brooklyn.
in the overtime game, KD against Milwaukee put up an air ball.
Well, to his defense, bro,
Yeah, but he
and,
had to like force that up. And they
and
knew he was throwing it up.
that
He had the ball.
that nigga was dead tired, bro.
But then Kawhi hit
He
that
hit the
bench that
shot, yo, but he hit the shot to get him get him
yeah,
into that overtime.
yeah, yo,
he
but
did.
what? And the reason why I say this is because Kawhi not only is going to have a profound impact on the offensive side of the ball, he's going to fuck up whoever's your best player is. Like your best player is going to have a hard night.
Yeah, yo, but that's the thing. Durant too, bro. Durant is a phenomenal defender, and
I
he
wouldn't say
defending the post.
I wouldn't say phenomenal.
Nah,
I would
he's a good
I,
defender,
I would
bro.
I would say good. I'd
Yeah.
say
Nah,
good.
better,
Phenomenal.
better than even when he was on the Warriors, bro.
I will
I'm
say
telling
this.
you.
Ain't nobody again, I will say this. Nobody's going at Kevin Durant defensively. Like you never see the offensive game plan be like, we're gonna attack Kevin Durant because he's a
Yeah,
good
nah, he's
defender.
nice.
But you can't say that his defense is anywhere near on the level of Kawhi's. You feel me? Like you
Yo,
can't.
when he was on Golden State, he was like outplaying Draymond on D. Yo,
I,
his D, they was like, I'm telling you, he was eating dudes, he was eating dudes alive on that defense, bro.
I think Golden State always had a great team
But
defense.
that's what I'm
Yeah, they
saying.
do.
I really thought it was more team defense than individual defense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's how I feel because they have a great team defense. I think Kawhi is a player that you can look and be like, hey,
Yeah.
lock that motherfucker up tonight and still
Well,
give me 25 plus. You feel me? And he could be like, all
yeah,
right.
Kawhi's nice.
So
I
that's
think this is the real reason why Kawhi.
I think Kupo's better.
oh yeah, better than Kawhi.
Yeah, I think Freak is better.
I think I think he's more dominant. I think he's
Yeah.
more dominant. And then again, you ask. This is no shade to KD. I think if you ask me if I think KD is better than both of those guys, I'm gonna be like, yeah. But if you ask me who would I want in a playoff game, I'm probably gonna take Giannis.
Well, yo, what I was saying was that's after this Nets series. I can see you saying that because before it, you couldn't say that, you know? But like, shit, after these couple Nets series, bro.
I know I could say that because I watched KD collapse before he got to Golden State. I watched twice. You feel me?
Yeah, but his numbers were good, bro.
Nah, I'm not saying his numbers weren't good.
Yeah.
I'm saying that when it mattered, I've watched him collapse. Now, this Boston shit makes it 3 times in his career in the playoffs I've seen him collapse.
Nah, because they lost to the Bucks 2 years ago.
No,
Mm-hmm.
but I wouldn't necessarily call that him collapsing because KD played his fucking heart out that series.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, He played his fucking heart out that series. I give him all the credit in the world. You feel me? I make fun of net fans because of it, but KD played his fucking heart out. You feel me? And but for this year, the time that he collapsed was the 3-1 series against Golden State. And the
Yep.
time before that was the finals against Miami, even though Miami was just a better fucking team. But KD wasn't playing all that great. You feel me?
And
Like
in
he was
this
playing.
and in this last series against Boston, he completely got outplayed by Jason Tatum.
I'll just take Giannis because Giannis
Yeah, he played like shit. But
Giannis got fucking
everyone had a bad game this year. Giannis had a couple terrible games.
yeah. That's true.
James Harden had a bad game. Tatum had bad games.
James
Well,
Harden got bad
James
playoff
Harden,
games every
I
playoffs.
think James Harden had a bad season. Period.
Yo, you can
Like
Yeah,
point
that
to every
hamstring
compared
wasn't right.
compared to other seasons, I think this was a horrible season for James Harden, bro.
you
That
can
hamstring wasn't right.
you
Yeah,
can
it
point out
wasn't. It wasn't. I agree, bro.
you can point out to every year that James Harden's been in the playoffs, and you can find a bad series with
And
him.
I think what also affected James Harden was I think having a coach like Steve Nash, bro. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think
I,
that didn't really help out.
I think I think uh I think that hamstring still was fucking with him up into this year. Uh, but James Harden has a tendency to fucking collapse in playoffs. You feel me? Like he was doing it in Houston. You feel me? Like he was doing it in Houston. But I give him a pass this year because we all know those hamstring injuries ain't fucking nothing to play with, bro. You feel me? Like them shits be lingering for forever. But that's part of his MO, bro, disappearing in the playoffs.
And even with all that, he almost put up a triple double with a hamstring issue.
Yeah, that's why I be laughing at net fans when they be like, "Oh, he was never invested in the Nets." I'm like, "Y'all fucking crazy."
He said he had no heart.
any, any any player that trot himself out on the court with a pulled fucking hamstring is invested in what's going on for that franchise, especially if he's a fucking star player and he knows that he could possibly further injure himself and play himself out of future bags. You feel me? Like, because if say for instance, if James Harden played that series and re-aggravated or further injured that hamstring, he wouldn't even had the option to take less money. That just would have been what it was. You damaged goods. You not getting no more bags. That's it. Is a wrap for you.
Nah,
But
he would have gotten. He was getting another bag, bro.
if he further injured that hamstring,
No, I'm saying. Oh, I thought you meant on the contract he just signed.
nah. I knew he was gonna get it, but I'm saying like him taking that risk, playing on that aggravated, that pulled hamstring. I'm talking about net fans saying that he wasn't invested for being a net and being a net. I'm like, motherfucker played on a pulled hamstring. How more invested you want a motherfucker to be for your team?
Yeah, he went off too.
Yo, and he, my
Yeah,
bad. And he signed a nice little deal with Philly.
Well,
That's not
he
that
he left.
wasn't
Yeah, but he left like 17 or 15 million on the board. He
yeah,
left it. He left
yeah,
it. You
yeah.
know, he has a play option next year. He did that shit on some like, yo, fucking, let's win a championship or try to.
And
They
that
need a bunch of shit, bro. They got to change shit up. Toby got to go.
that's a
He's not
fact.
what they need at all, bro. He is not
Tobias
what they
Harris is
need.
such a fucking disappointment to me, bro.
Yeah, bro, he is, and bro, that his jumper isn't consistent enough at all, man, at
Bro,
all.
I was looking at Tobias Harris at one point like baby mellow. Like I was like, yo, this motherfucker could possibly be the next Carmelo Anthony, bro. Because that's how his game was looking as young Tobias Harris. Every time he played Carmelo Anthony, he used to bust Carmelo ass, bro. It used to piss me off. You feel me? And he used to bust Carmelo ass with Carmelo Anthony's moves. It was pissing me. He used to piss me off, bro. I was like, yo, if this young boy improves, he could be baby Mello, bro. And it never materialized, bro. Never. He disappointed to me.
They
Man,
gotta
Long
get
Island.
they gotta get somebody, bro.
Yeah, they
They
got to
gotta
get rid of
trade
him.
him. They got Harden, they got Embiid. If they get a different wing, bro.
Yeah,
So what's his contract looking like?
Oh, his shit is big. Who, Toby?
yeah,
Tobias Harris.
he
Toby's at like
chicken
35 mil a year.
So he's making more money than they got him playing the 3 or the 4?
3.
Oh, the
Yeah,
3. But they kind of play him in both, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, but again, it been times that Joel Embiid is needed somebody and
Nah,
making that
he can't.
kind of
He don't step up.
yeah,
He
and
don't
being that
step
kind of
up.
getting that kind of money, you would expect it to be Toby, but because I be watching their games too, and I
Now they
hate
got
Philly.
that kid, Maxi.
Maxi, Maxi is gonna be a fucking problem, son.
Yeah, he's an animal.
Yo, the Nets were trying to get him in that trade. Philly was like, nope.
Fuck
You
you, word. Fuck you.
take Ben Simmons and that's it, buddy.
Yo,
Fuck
Yeah,
out of here.
Philly got yeah, Philly got fucking Tucker. You know,
yeah.
they're gonna make a run. It would have been nice if they got that dude Bogdan for them,
Yo,
but
you talk which Bogdan? It's like fucking 8 of them guys.
nah. Bohan Bogdanovic, I think it is. It's the one from Utah. He's a nice fucking ad
Yeah,
for the
well,
Knicks. He would be nice.
he's gonna
Oh,
he's gonna if when Donovan get moved, he's next.
I think he's
He
a free agent.
he is.
I think so.
Nah, I think he's still on the contract, Brody.
I think
I
he's
think
still under contract with them.
yeah. So he's next after Donnie go. He's
Hold on.
next.
Check, check.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
I think next year or the following, he's a free agent.
Yeah, but now he would definitely be uh a great signing for a great pickup for Philly.
Yo, Barry, I don't think the Knicks are signing Melo, bro. I think that chapter's done with.
Yeah, I'm so used to the laptop. I'm trying to
So
fucking
yo,
put
I
the
got it.
comment on the
It's
screen by touching my
yo,
laptop.
so
Larry.
so he has this is his last year.
So yeah, he got 1 year left.
2022-23,
Yeah,
19.3 million.
Yeah,
yeah,
that'd
he
be a
got
good.
one more
Yo,
year.
Tony, you right. That'd be a great pickup for
That's
Philly.
actually a salary dump if somebody trades for him, right?
Yeah, yeah. That's considered a salary dump.
You
Word.
can you can trade him for fucking Evan Fournier.
He's
Yeah.
actually a much better shooter than Evan Fournier, right?
He's
Nah,
good. I mean, he's a
Ru-
power forward. Like if you bring him in, you almost can like you could talk about getting rid of fucking Randall.
eh,
Yeah,
eh,
I'm just saying that's more what it is.
yeah. I mean, I don't see because I think Evan is going to have to be used to get Donnie if that's what we're doing, right? For the cash. You feel me? If nothing else, it's for the cash. Uh, so I don't see how that works in any other trade. Like you're gonna have to give up something up crazy.
I don't even know, bro. These motherfuckers might want Rose because Rose is up.
Yeah,
And his contract is up next year, right?
that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. So that's another way to make the money work. It's either Rose or Fournier.
Listen, I love Rose. I love Rose. But if it has to be Evan and Rose, I ain't fucking mad at it, bro.
Listen, bro. And that's my theory behind the situation. If you gonna tell me I'm giving you 7 first rounders, bro, you take it, Evan and Rose, and you're gonna go on about your fucking merry way, bro. What the fuck you mean? What the fuck you mean? I'm gonna give you fucking 7 first rounders, and I'm gonna give you 3 young guys that's solid young guys. We're not talking about no fucking bums, bro. We talking about solid guys. Like, what? So essentially, you'll be getting like 10 first, like not 10 first rounders, but you be get like 10 draft picks from us because they're still babies. Craziness. Nah, son. Nah, son.
It'll
Fuck
be
you.
hard. The only way you'll be able to do anything is you got to get rid of Rose, Fournier, and now you got room for a $30 million guy.
Yeah.
You can get rid of Randall and fit a different $25 million guy there. I mean,
Or
you
maybe
still
they
have
go
room
in.
for another like big contract, you know. But there's no way. I'm saying if they made the Donovan Mitchell trade, but there's no way to grow any other way because once you get that other beast, I mean, you shouldn't really need one, sure, but you can't get nothing else like via the draft. All your picks are gone, all your money's gone for free agency. So
Yeah. So so now this begs the question, right? How much do people really believe in fucking RJ Barrett, right? Because everybody be on fucking Twitter and everywhere, fucking hooting, hollering. Oh, we love RJ Barrett. He's going to be the greatest thing in the world. But then be like, yeah, we're going to need another superstar. I'm like, well, ain't he supposed to grow into that? Isn't that the fucking plan for RJ Barrett to grow into being a superstar? Is that not what this is supposed to be? So why do we have to go chase after another fucking star when the one we got one that's supposed to be developing on our team?
Workout hard.
Am I tripping?
That's true.
I be feel like I be tripping listening to these spaces sometimes. Yo, I ain't gonna hold y'all, bro. I'm fucking tired.
yeah, it's 12 o'clock.
Yeah. We've been
Yeah.
on this shit for almost 3 hours.
Kicking it, big in
Yo,
it,
bro.
Knicks in this, you know.
Yeah,
Facts.
this happens every time I have when I'm not just talking to myself, bro.
Next one we got to bring up maybe some playoff teams and you
Yeah.
know try and give something.
Yeah, yo. That's why I told you in the inbox, bro. If
Yeah, I
you got
seen it. I
topics,
seen it.
man.
Yeah.
If y'all got topics, man, let's make it happen. You feel me? This
Oh,
this is our shit. You heard?
yeah, man.
Yeah. So yo, appreciate y'all for
Yeah,
pulling up
man.
tonight. This was fucking
Word.
dope.
Anybody who tuned
Facts.
in, great
Facts.
appreciation. 100%. Kev,
If
Facts for
T,
if
greatly
everybody that pulled
appreciate you.
up, man.
you already.
This
If
was
you ain't doing
official.
it already, I see y'all on the YouTube, man. We need all the follows on YouTube. We need all
Let's
the
Facts.
go. Let's
subscribers
go,
over there.
Knicks. Let's go,
That's a
Let's
Knicks.
fact.
go.
Hit that
That's it.
like button while you over there in YouTube land. You feel me? Shout out to y'all. I see y'all in the comments, man.
All right,
Just make
brother.
sure y'all follow us. I holla. We off
Yes,
this.
sir.